All right, so you never miss the excitement of the Ghana Premier League because we are bringing to you match week 28 of the only league that matters. Yes, the Easter festivities continue, but then also football continues in the top flight. Some interesting fixtures coming your way this weekend in the GPL. Just some 7 games to the end of the season, and it looks certain that some teams will be going out at the end of the season. But things stand, it is the fight for the title at the top, and then at the bottom side you have teams also grappling for points just for safety. The continuous coverage of the Ghana Premier League is live on Max TV, and don't forget that we are bringing to you the game from the Nana Fosu Jiabo Park, where it's a tale of 2 teams, but the most common thing here now is the fight for 3 points, because Bechem United are not entirely safe. They are taking on league leaders Medeama Sporting Club at the Nana Fosu Jiabo. Both teams coming into this game at the back of huge wins, especially for Bechem United. They managed a 2-1 win over Samatics at the Century Arena last time out. And then also for Medeama Sporting Club, it was a 2-0 win, a comfortable 2-0 win over 11 Wonders. A game a win that saw 11 Wonders officially relegated back to the Division 1. My name is Josiah Okokoyan. I'm not in the studios alone. I'm here with 2 coaches, 2 very, very, very experienced coaches. Both have Premier League experience, so it makes the conversation quite educative and then also incisive. I have Coach Vincent Abiu and then also Coach Yao Ichampong here with me. Good afternoon, Coach.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Coach.
Good afternoon.
And let me begin with you, Coach. Your general impression with 7 games to go, and now looking at the top of the table, where Medeama, after sitting atop the league for 15 consecutive weeks, they just took a slump. Gold Stars came up, Medeama won, Gold Stars lost last week. Now we have Medeama back at the top of the table again, Coach Abiu.
I think it's with the news coming from Hohwe, make it a little bit not feeling how you expect the league to go. And like you rightly said, it's now going to be a pendulum shift. Every week we'll have a leader of a group. It's not going to be constant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
We can only get that if today Medeama decide to go out there to win, not to pick a point.
Okay.
It's a must win, because tomorrow I can tell you at BBN definitely going to beat Nations.
Wow.
It's a game because of the records of BBN at home. 11 matches, I think 13 home games, they've won 11. Then you look at Medeama, they've drawn in the last 4 games. They've drawn 2 and lost 2.
Yeah.
And they are playing Bechem. So a win for them today. Then they keep themselves on the league table. But a lose for them, if they are not able to win today, they lose today. We are going to have that shift. So once it's a home game for a particular team, you go on top. So on the general session of the league, I think we had a steady league. So this just very weak when this issue of Hohwe pulling out of the league came in to destabilize. You know what happens next? When a team pulls out, you know what happens to the rest. Yeah. The rest of the games and the games, the opponents you've played already.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get into that one in a bit. Let me come to Coach Yao Ichampong. Coach, you've been impressed with not just the title fight, but also the battle down there for points.
Yeah, I think it's getting interesting week by week. Looking at the way the teams down there are struggling, and then those up are also struggling. I'll use the word struggling because it's not a guaranteed spot for any of them. And I think BBN goes first, and the Nations match will be very, very interesting. Because we all know Coach Frimpong Manson left there with a lot of things. We all don't know the story, but I didn't think he left there very happy. So he will try to prove his point or what he can do. But we all know that place is a lion's den. Yeah. It's very, very difficult to play them at their stadium. And then looking at Bechem and then Medeama too. it's also difficult playing in that Bechem pitch.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very difficult because the guys know the turf and they make it always difficult for their opponent.
Yeah.
But maybe Medeama can cause a surprise because they need to win. Because if they don't win, the thing will change again. And then looking at the bottom side too, all the teams are trying to make sure they win their home games. So if you lose your home game, then you go there. If you don't want to go there, then you have to make sure you win your home games.
Most definitely. So that's how interesting and intense the Ghana Premier League is getting. Match week 28, and our featured game for today is from the Nana Fosu Jabo Park in Bechem, where's Bechem United taking on Medeama Sporting Club. There was a game that was supposed to come off yesterday at the Swedru Stadium. 11 wonders against All United. But then, prior to that, we all heard the news that actually shook, Ghana football a bit because All United, they have officially pulled out of the league. We'll be talking about that in a bit. But our featured game for today is Bechem United against Medeama Sporting Club. We'll be talking about that extensively. Then tomorrow, there's Gold Stars Nation. Stars from Manso returning back to the stadium where he won the league title just last season. Interesting. Just last season. Already he goes there as a visitor. You have Basakoli Stars at the Ampain AAK Sports Arena also taking on Kerala United FC. Heart of Lions at the Kpandu Stadium will be up against Vision FC. Swedru All Blacks against Dreams FC. Hearts of Oak again at home. And this time it looks certain that you can't predict the scoreline of Hearts of Oak whenever they are playing at home. Before the game even commences, they are taking on Young Apostles. 5 straight home draws for the Phobians, and they've dropped how many points? 10 points in their last 5 home games. That's quite a lot. Bechem Chelsea also up against Medeama FC, and then on Monday, that's Easter Monday, there is a very mouth-watering clash at the Babaya Sports Stadium, where Kumasi Asante Kotoko will also continue with their title push. Some say they are out. They believe they are still in contention. They take on FC Sabatex 1996. But Hoho United, Coach Abiu, calling it quit already, stating certain reasons, unfair treatment, they say, by the system. Coach, how does that affect the league, at this point?
I think there's a huge effect, both physically, psychologically. There's that effect because depending on who is playing you and who believes that they can beat you, will have that effect on themselves. Then you pulling out, you take one excitement. You have been to that particular venue.
Yeah.
They come with excitement.
A lot of it.
That excites both the home team and away team. I think it is one venue that makes away team very comfortable. That's why sometimes when you look to the issue, you find it a little bit difficult. So that huge effect on the team itself and the opponent as well. And the funny thing, the two teams playing today, Hawker was the team that beat them with the same scoreline. Went to Medeama, beat them 2-1, and went to Bechem, beat them 2-1. So it looked like the one who wants to unmake the king now is out of the league. It sounds something else where when it comes to that 2 major away win against those 2 teams, Hawker beat Medeama at Tapa, then beat Bechem at Bechem. Yeah. So coming back and all of a sudden there's that pull-out. I feel the pull-out is not the best for us. It's becoming a precedent. If we don't find an antidote to it, it's going to become a precedent where teams will mostly pull out when they are on the relegation zone and a decision goes against them. So either side, the decision might be harsh.
At this point, what should be done to deter teams from taking such decisions? Because these are decisions that have, long-term impact on the league. And like you rightly said, I choose not to play the league again. What can you do to me, Coach?
So I choose not to play the league. Then you are out of your team is no more in existence. That is the first punishment. But I feel it should come with financial punishment as well.
Really?
Because they receive some amount of money. So we should calculate the amount of money you receive with interest for you, for it to pay. Because you've taken our money.
Exactly.
So once we've given you money, the coverage and everything, we've given you money. Amount of money that was given to you, we should expertly calculate it with interest, assuming we invested it in bonds and at a bank. how much interest are you going to make on it? Then the club, after we are expelling you, you must pay that amount of money and the interest for us as well.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've given you money. In case I've not given you anything, that is different. Then you take one side of the punishment that is known. But once you receive something from me, because this season has been like the funding from the league is helping the clubs to be able to move comfortably.
Sure.
I think they've testified themselves. So if I'm in charge and you pull out like that, and we feel with all the reasons, you know, when it comes to sport, the sporting reasons, the punishment and everything, you can see what is going on between Morocco and Senegal and CAF right now.
Yeah.
We are waiting for another final verdict in case Senegal goes to CAS and the verdict comes and it goes against them. You can imagine the rough they are going to get from CAF, especially when they were not supposed to exhibit the trophy and they did that.
Yeah.
You remember that accident, that flight accident? A Brazilian team was involved in a plane crash.
Yeah, Chapecoense.
FIFA was aware, right?
Yeah.
But they told them to produce a team.
Yeah, and they couldn't.
What will you say it was fair or unfair? The rules are there. So I feel with what is happening, if we don't curtail it, so I would say, yes, they've expelled your team. Your players are no more your players. So you've lost a part of investment. But we gave you something. Whatever we gave you was calculated for the 34 weeks. So return whatever we're giving back to you. I think these are the
Coach, let me also take your thoughts on, you know, what's currently happening, becoming a trend, because in consecutive seasons, we've seen teams pull out when the stakes are so high and the league is getting to its climax. You think it's a fair decision from them to say, okay, we are not going to play again, or you think, you know, rules are rules, the FA needs to do something about this?
Yeah, I think it's very, very bad to our football, because I personally haven't seen something like this before in my football career when I was playing outside. And then we came back here, and then today I don't want to continue. I don't want to do it. They are favoring some teams. Some teams are having advantage or blah, blah, blah. I think it's very, very bad. So I believe the big men have to do something to fix this problem, because it's not good at all. And whether we like it or not, some of the teams also have advantage on it. Because this team is not they are a very good team.
Yeah.
And they can't just dash you a point like that. But looking at this situation, is free. So let's say those teams that lost to them, what would they also think? And then let's come to the playing body and the technical team. How would the players also feel?
Yeah.
I'm told they wake up in the morning, they were going to training, then they asked them to come to a meeting room, and then they just gave them the message. How would they feel? The coaches, the technical team, how would they feel? Yeah. So I think the FA should do something about it so that they can fix it, because this is not good at all.
But at this point, you feel as the same FA you are saying, in quotes, has been unfair to you there. Do you run back to the FA, you know, with all these problems, or you just try to... is that the reason why the teams are like, okay, then we are not going back to the FA? Because we've reported so many times.
Moving forward, I think we have to fix our problems. We don't have to delay before we give a verdict.
But Coach, where's Galka? Where's Galka in all this, Coach?
No, this goes to the disciplinary committee.
There's a point where Galka should, because Galka is the welfare body of all these clubs.
I think over the years, when you use this word, people will say you are too harsh. They've not been biting. They've just been footless bulldogs. They back, sometimes we hear them, and they don't bite. And they've not, I think the core mandate may be different from what we know or what they are telling us. Because I thought when the decision came, the incident was around week 20, right? I think week 20, week 22.
Yeah.
That game was against Vision.
Vision is the 2-2.
The 2-2 game was against Vision. And the findings came and the fine came. And they, after the verdict came, they also appealed.
Yeah, appealed, yeah.
Against the verdict. At least they were saying, even if there was going to be a punishment, they should consider, like you rightly said, one game or something. I am looking at, did the crime happen?
Okay.
That is one. If the crime really happened, then it doesn't matter we bending the law to favor somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So but they feel these are things that happen on a regular basis. And
that is why over the years, being particular, I say, come on, let's play strictly by the rules.
Okay.
Then we know who is committing an offense. Because whatever has happened almost this season, almost every venue.
Yeah.
You understand? From our time till date, it's been like that. I've always said, not because I work with Olympics, but I know something. When it comes to dressing room area, I don't know coach time with Olympics. One team that is very disciplined, where you don't see them in the tunnel, are Olympics management and supporters. Olympics can come to the tunnel at home, they will feel like we are an away team. You only see the players and the technical body around that area.
Wow.
Standardly, that is how the dressing area is supposed to be.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Apart from, you know it, if you have your tag and everything, you're only supposed to put. But
Let's see their stats, coach. Let's see how United starts the season, and if it's really fair to say that expelling or expunging themselves from the league is okay. Now, 27 games, they have 7 wins, 11 losses, and then 9 draws. I wish to get a table so we can see how or where they lie. So it's painting the picture. They are in the drop zone.
They are 17. They've been on 17
for a long time.
For a long time. It changed 2 weeks ago, and they came back again to that particular position. With this start, you know what it tells me? It tells you that they know they will definitely be relegated.
No, they know.
Yeah, they know. They feel.
They know.
Yeah, they know.
And that's where they are. But coach, you just look at this. Bechem 36. Maybe you take Bechem out, but from Heart of Lions 34 all the way to Hohoi on 31 points. Just one win catapult.
Yeah, but if they have played yesterday,
if they had won, they might have been on 34.
They will be on 34.
They would have been on 30. They would have been on 34.
Yes.
That's why making such decision tells you that you have a fear in you.
That you could go down.
That you could go down. You have a fear. Because like Coach Riley said, +3 yesterday could have been a win. Because with your records, against, in the first leg, you played 1-1.
Yeah.
And in a few days, you've been able to beat Medeama.
Yeah.
So everybody believes this is also like a neutral home.
Yeah.
Because they were playing this game at Trejo, which is not a typical home for both teams. So they could have picked 3 points and they'll be on 34, right? So being on 34 as with 28.
Yeah, they return home again.
You return home.
Because that is what they are afraid of. Because they will not be returning home.
The problem is
they'll be returning to a neutral ground. But you know what you feel? With where you are and where you stand, what I will fear most is not a neutral ground. I will fear rather if I not get a good officiating. But me with a good team, I don't care what a neutral ground really is. Even though the home fan cheers the team. But in such situation, if you trust your team and you trust... Because let's ask a question. Assuming they're a mid-table team, you think they'll pull out?
No.
Assuming they're around the 4th.
I doubt still.
You saw where Nation was when they decided not to continue the game.
Yeah.
You saw the effect it had on them.
Yeah.
It changed their position on the table.
Yeah.
At least in history, you could have ended on 4th. I think on second position.
Yeah, second, yeah.
That history might not come maybe in your lifetime again. So I could have continued that game and finished that game and ended there. So the stats you brought clearly shows that there's some level of fear in Hawkway. They have felt that those 3 games were games they could pick all the points. But from what we have, you cannot guarantee it. Because they lost against Bibiani at home. Yeah. They lost against Adriana at home. Yeah. So
couple of games,
what guarantees that they will be able to win?
But we all know that playing 11 wonders, by all means,
it's quite difficult.
That is my point.
Yeah, but that one is quite like you can easily say you win.
You win.
They are not a walkover.
Yeah, but you can't grind the results.
Yeah, you can guarantee them.
All right, so that's it. Hull United are still out of the league, but then we are yet to have any official confirmation of the game that wasn't handed by Hull United against 11 Wonders. If the FA is going to give 11 Wonders 3 points and 3 goals, that leaves to be seen. But then our featured match for today is Bechem United against Medeama Sporting Club from the Nana Fosu Jiawo Park. But it's a tale of these are two teams with contrasting stories. One team really fighting for the league title, the other also battling for safety. But for Bechem United, you know, it was that win against Samatex that actually gives them so much confidence as compared to Medeama Sporting Club. Let's have a look at the positions of these two teams as far as the table is concerned. And coach, maybe we could be looking at the dynamics again, and just look at that. You look here, there's Medeama with 49 points, and like you rightly said, Brigade Gold Stars are not far off. Maybe Kotoko Hearts, yeah, it's a different story because they are now 6 points behind Medeama Sporting Club. But then it's just Gold Stars right behind them with 48 points, Medeama with 49. Now we look at the other half of the table, the bottom half of the table, where there's also Bechem United. They're not entirely safe. And you'll be thinking, this is the time you need to start winning your home games with just 7 games to go, Coach Abiyo.
Yeah, I think this particular game defines the league. A win for Bechem, almost giving that security to totally go out of relegation. Where they are now, it will put them on a higher, low risk to be relegated.
Okay.
Because the other bottom, higher risk teams. Because everyone else is gone already. We are looking for only 2 candidates. So for them to drop up to the 2 candidates will be very, very difficult. But this game secure, almost cements your position around that area. Then when you shift to the other side, that is Medeama. They must win this game, win the next game, and wait for Bibiani next 3 weeks.
Wow.
At Takwa. So you see where the league is. So assuming today Medeama wins the game, next week they are playing home. After home they will be playing Chelsea. After Chelsea they will be playing Bibiani at home. Then you need to maintain that 1 point difference and believing that you beat them at home. So the gap will become 4 between you and the second position. Today, the same way if Bechem wins today and Bibiani wins tomorrow, then Bibiani goes on top. Then next week, Bibiani also go away. Bechem is playing home. So you see the pendulum, I'm telling you. So this pendulum will continue until the day the 2 teams will meet. That will be 3 weeks from now. Then they will define and secure the position. So either side that goes to win, at the other side, eventually becomes the league winner.
Wow. So now it boils down to away wins.
We shouldn't write off Has Kotoko.
Coach,
yes,
are they in the conversation?
It's just 6 points.
Coach, it's just 6 points.
It's just 6
but
points.
You know what? Coach, let's do something. Let's pick it the way we are picking it.
Yeah.
6 point means you must do something out of the blue. And it was supposed to be last week and this week for House of Folk. If they could have
6 points, if they have got against Red Raw Blacks and Young Apostles,
look at where they will be. But whatever they are producing, unless next week House of Folk give you a scoreline and give you another scoreline, what it means is the first team must drop 2 games. Must drop 2 games before you can also overtake
with 2 games.
With 2 games, even it should be 3, because if you drop 2 games, I need to have 3. That should be 6 plus 1 to put you on top. So let's take it the way the league is going. Home and away, home and away, home and away. It will end the same way.
But coach, at this point, Medeama, who would you say wants it more? Is it a team that's trying to pull away from danger, or the team that has its eyes on the prize?
They all need it. Medeama need it because Medeama want to maintain the lead. Bechem also need it because after winning this game, Bechem is out of the relegation zone. Now he can also concentrate on only his own matches. You understand me? So it won't be an easy task at all. It won't be an easy task at all. But I believe Medeama can cause a surprise.
You think Medeama have got what it takes to?
I believe they can cause a surprise.
You believe? Let's see the form guide. What's the form guide saying? Does that give us any indication as to who has the edge in this particular one? Let's see the last 5 fixtures for Bechem United, where they lost to Vision by 3-2. If you'd remember, it was a 5-goal thriller in that game in Tema. Then they sat at home. They drew goalless against Skylar United. Then they went all the way to the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. They lost 3-0 to Nations FC. Then they won at home against Indiana by 2-1. Then that is the result that actually could, take them to safety, because that was a very, very huge win, Coach Yahweh Champo. That 2-1 win over Samatex, you'd say.
I think they did very, very well. But I don't understand Samatex now. I think they started very, very well.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like balancing. They win today, they lose tomorrow, they draw. So I think Bechem, with this, I think they have done very, very well. Especially, they are also struggling, but it's not that bad. Looking at the comparing to the other teams, I think they have done very, very well. I will applaud Coach Emisa and the team, looking at where they come and took the team and the struggles. I think they have done very, very well. But this particular game, if they are able to beat Medeama, they gone.
Is that the sort of motivation? Is that the right incentive heading into a game like this, where you go all the way to Samurai Boy? You know, distance, all the factors against you, and you manage to get such a win, Coach Abiu.
It's always the biggest motivation, especially when the journey is stressful and you want to return home. Going to a game venue is always easier. Returning is always the most difficult times, where you, the coach, you are not happy, you are annoyed, you are hyper. The players are partially not happy, they are also hyper. Then somebody will try to misbehave. If you are not careful, you might use even words you are not supposed to use as a leader of a team. The same when you go to such journey, whether you played well, you didn't play well, and get the 3 points, you are coming home, the behavior in the bus, it's always different. Sometimes people will not sleep till we get to our venues. But when we lose a game, people start sleeping right after we finish our supper. Because you don't want to offend the coach and the technical team. So you quiet. But when you win the game, you could do all sorts of things in the bus where, not that there's no control, the control is minimized because of the excitement. So it becomes a motivation. Then you could hear players saying that, then next week, there's no way we are going to lose. So psyching the players become easier for you when you are returning on such.
Let's see the last live of Medeama Sporting Club to see if they also have a very, very good record heading into this game. But unfortunately for Medeama, they went 6 games without a win until they faced the worst side in the league. And it's clearly tells you in the last 5 games they've only won 5 out of 15 points, and that was a win against 11 Wonders after 2 draws against Samatex and Sweet Draw Blacks, and then 2 defeats to James FC and Hohoi United. Coach Abiu.
Yeah, I think it tells you where the problem lies, where they struggled not to win an away game. Then they lost that famous Hohoi game, which I don't think how. If you watch the game, you don't know exactly what to see. Because on the day, to the point that Hohoi was playing TNA, where Hohoi was playing 10 against 11, and they were still in control of the game. That was what made the difference. Assuming they won that game, all these matches could have just been, come on, draw away or lose away, come and win home. So this one changed the story. So going into the game today, that makes it difficult for them. You have that fear. Once you are drawing away games, then the draws become like a benchmark. So today, you know the worst thing, when it gets to 75th minute, and it's still a draw, sometimes you don't want to push for a win. You want to at least to pick a point. You don't want to lose this particular game. So I thought that if we look at this today, then it looked like they are not picking a point home. Or they are just picking a point home. If you look at this party, so you must play today. They must play beyond or above their own expectation. They must play beyond, above. I see this game like what they did against Atlant Devisa in the second and extra time of the game. That energy, they were able to, the energy they got in that particular half of the game, they must start the same. They must start not ending the game, but they must start with that level of energy. But mind you, with Bechem at home, they're always a difficult side to play at home. If you played them before, they're always, whether they're in shape, they're not in shape. Once you get to their park, it's always difficult. So there is a motivation that they also know whatever calculation we are doing has been done behind the scene already. So whatever we are saying, sometimes by chance, you get to some of the dressing, we're able to watch we are able to watch you guys. So quickly you can pick something and really to psych up your player. This is what the pundits are saying. So if we do this, it may go our way. The pundit may not be part of your training. And these are secrets I can tell you something. The pundit may not be part of your technical team, but could make just a point that will change the way you approach the game and get a win.
That's the head-to-head between the two sides going at each other later today at 3 p.m. You have Medeama winning 2-1. So it's not like they've not won away at the Dafosu. They did it in the 2023-24 season. And that was the season Samatics actually won the league. Then you have Medeama winning at home in that same season. Then last season, Bechem United won one of the two fixtures. Medeama also winning. And then the first round, or that fixture in the first round of the season ending in a goalless stalemate. One of just 5 games Medeama has dropped points in. But then there's a motivation coach for them, Coach Yao Champo, looking at the 2023-24 season where Medeama got a 2-1 win over Bechem United at the same venue.
But like Coach said, playing that pitch is not easy at all. Playing there is not easy.
You recall your time, so but have you ever taken? You took a Diana there sometime?
Yeah, I took a Diana there.
You won?
No, we drew.
You drew?
Yeah, and then I took Teaching My 11 Wonders there. We lost, I think, 2-1.
Oh.
And then I took Elmina Sharks there.
You lost there too?
No, it was 3-3.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not easy playing.
What makes it so difficult for you at the Nafusu? Is it the weather or the heat?
No, it's not. Before, when they have Clinton and I can't remember some of the names. They play like I don't even know how to describe it. The way they move. When Mengo was there.
When you get there, there's a way they cut their grass.
Okay, I don't know enough.
Yeah, they cut it, and because they've trained on it. They know exactly how to kick even long balls. You think it's going away, and they'll pick it by there. Their players will quickly pick it. When they had August, they'll cry and they rest. They'll pick those balls simple. And when they get to the third half, they have a quick combination play. That's what coach is trying to describe. Very quick combination. You don't know where. By the time they distort your whole team, and the supporters are always in love with the team and goes with the rhythm and the flow.
Wow.
So once the supporters get the flow, when a goal is coming, the supporters can make you feel a goal is coming.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And
but have they lost that mojo over the course of the season? In the last couple of seasons, we saw what Bengal did over there. A consistent top 4 team. Now you talk about Bechem United battling relegation, for larger part of the season. Has that mojo been lost?
Yes. It's not like it used to be.
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
I think when Coach Kobe came in, he decided to change the way they play. And then he started having a problem with the president, and then he left.
Maybe the fans as well.
Yeah, he left. And then another coach also came in. I think the last coach was Orchester.
Yeah.
I think Orchester was the last coach before Emisa came in. I think Emisa has been there before, so he know the behavior of the people, and then the support and everything. So it will be a very tough game. It will be a very tough game.
But this is the team that actually everyone, a couple of weeks ago, we were all thinking, Medeama ran away winners of the league, Coach Mr. W. Then all of a sudden, after the last time they won an away game, was that 2-1 win over Vision. They came from a good, if you remember, on the 17th of January. So since that time, they are yet to win any away game in close to 3 months.
Yeah, I think after that win against Vision, that was when we all became convinced that they were going to run away with the league. Because it was not just a win. We saw a very good performance, sterling performance from the Medeama team. Then all of a sudden, they went back to whether they went to sleep. We don't know exactly what happened to them. But they setbacks who are part of the team.
Okay.
They are always part of the team. That is why when you get to a point, you don't become so focused on away game. You must protect your home.
Okay.
That is why that protection they never did against Hohwe. It is what is causing the harm. You just add the 2 points, the Hohwe picked 3.
3 points,
Add 3 to whatever they have.
And they would have been 4 points.
It would have been 4 points. So there will not be any panic. No. So even a draw today will give you 5. Next week you are playing home, you go back to the 8-point difference.
Yeah.
So it is only one game that has caused so much harm to them, which is the Hohwe game that has caused so much harm to them today. So I think they need to plan. They had initial plan for an away game, but I don't know what happened. Whether the FA Cup came as a distractor, a point they were planning, maybe the strategy against You know, sometimes when you plan 2 games and you're not careful to reverse the players, there's a tactical overload. And if they don't adapt quickly, the way you approach an FA Cup, Coach will tell, is different from the way you approach a league game.
Yeah.
But the moment you're able to switch, and that switch is not comfortably done, there's a slight effect. And that is what we are saying, that they've struggled in the last 6 games. But I think if you want to be a winner, the struggle must make you must turn into win. So I think what is important is show whatever you are made up of, whatever they are made up of. Medeama can put whatever they put up against Vision at Stema. The game I watch, they can do that today. I think they should be able to pick a win.
All right, so we still build it up to our featured match of today. It's at the Nana Fosu Park, where Bechem United are taking on league leaders Medeama Sporting Club. We go for a quick 10. When we are back, we'll be listening to what the coaches are saying ahead of the game.
Drinks, a whole new vibe, another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, see, Zepe Biayi. Zepe Biayi,
oh, baby, we are sure.
Yee, take everything. Zepe Biayi.
Patrol, move actually in Broadway. Iron,
Jim Pebia.
Oh, me.
Patrol, this is where I do my shopping.
Baby, check. LG fridge near Shelley, be no one patrol my friend.
You too.
The patrol park in the Uncle.
I'm shopping here there. That's right. Yes, you go. Ebusia for mass buy a baby eat it with the oyampa. Once a minute in your quality and authentic. Now your baby from 10 to 15 is it and or your max buy massive Easter promo. Not to the or the baby do. Mama Jimete catch your bank to the max buy the busia. I had to buy in here and walk out. Go pick it.
Babe, not fridge no.
Let's have
a for fridge number.
Have a fridge.
Fridge no LG fridge.
Now how are your delivery? What's my young coffee? What's about? What's about? Okay, uncle. Can you uncle? Miss wait, uncle.
Right, so our featured game is gradually we're inching towards kickoff from the Nana Fosu Park, where it's Bechem United taking on Medeama Sporting Club. Quite a tough fixture for both teams, and you can hardly tell who wanted more here. Bechem United, they are not entirely safe. They're just 36 points, sitting 10th on the league log. But for Medeama Sporting Club, they would want to extend the lead at the summit of the table. That's until BVD Gold Stars play tomorrow. Don't forget that we are live on Max TV. We're also streaming live on YouTube, not your regular Max TV GHR, but Max FM 89.7. That's our channel on YouTube. It's now time to cross over to the Nana Fosu Park because both coaches have spoken. Ibrahim Tanko is a head coach of Medeama Sporting Club, and then also you have Emisa, Governor Emisa, who is also the head coach of Bechem United.
Yes, Bechem United, they are going to be playing. 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 They are going Match day 28 here at the Nana Fosuji Abo Park. You won your first away game of the season last week in Samatex. Today you are playing the league leaders, Medeama. How important would it be to get 3 points here?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we have even forgotten the last week one because it has passed. We are focusing on this match because we are playing with the first league leaders. It is very, very tough match for us, but we hope that inshallah by the end of the day we will take the 3 points.
You drew goalless against them in Takwa, where you could have even won the game with a last-minute chance from Augustine Okra. Today, another opportunity. What are some of the lessons, or what do you need to do different to be able to win?
Yeah, you see, football is a game. Sometimes you can go and beat the team at his home, but he will also come and beat you at your home. So it doesn't matter where we have played, draw with them, we drew with them the first. We are focusing for today to take the 3 points. That is all what we wanted to do.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, it's match day 28 here at the Nana Fosuji Abo Park. Your team, that is Medeama, bounced back to winning ways last week against 11 Wonders. How important would it be to continue to occupy the top spot with about 6 games to go?
I mean, very, very important. And like you said, the game was really, the season was so long, and I mean, remaining 7 games is going to be tough. So definitely winning last week will give us confidence to go into this game. And we are playing against a team that are very strong in their home, but I think this season we also shown that we are very good in away games. So definitely it's going to be a very good game.
First leg of this game ended goalless in Takwa. What are some of the lessons you've picked from that going into today's game?
No, I think it's a 2 different scenario. The first one was, I mean, you have a lot of games to play. Now you remain only 7, so definitely the approach will be different. I mean, we want to have the 3 points. Definitely we want to defend the first position. It's not going to be easy, but definitely we are going to try our best.
Missing some very key players here. Captain Mubarak Yusuf, Kelvin and Nkrumah not available. How is that going to affect your team?
No, definitely we will miss them, but I think those who will replace them will also try to do best, and I trust them. That's why.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, he acknowledges that it's certainly going to be a difficult game. Ibrahim Tanko. Now, we've seen him under pressure sometimes this season. Coach Yao Echampo, you've been in that situation before with Ediana, where you nearly won the league. Then, you know, there was a slip and you never won it. What sort of reaction do you get from not just the management, but then also, you know, the entire community?
Yeah, the pressure will be on you. With my situation, we were leading, and then I think 8 of the players, there was a problem, and then they have to suspend.
Yeah, it was your time. It was the time they suspended all those players.
They suspend all my players. So I remember after the suspension, our next game was against House of Oak, and then we have to come with 14 players.
You won that game?
Yeah, we won 1-0. Kelvin Obin scored that goal. So in this situation, the pressure will be on you because you have to win. There's nothing you can do. You have to psych the players. You have to psych them, give them. You have to be a mental toughness, the winning mentality. That is what you have to. But the players too, sometimes when the pressure is too much, some of them can't take the pressure. So you have to balance it, and then let them know they can do it. Because at this stage, you don't have anything that you have to give them what you have. They have to play for you. They have to play for you. Me, I always tell my players, at this stage, you have to play for me. I will do everything you want, and then you have to play for me for us to get to where we are.
But Coach Abiu, we're still talking about Medeama because, see, we've seen them win. In the last 5 seasons, they've won the league once. They went to Africa. A chunk of those players that played are still available in this team. You think all the factors point to the fact that they are still favourites to win it?
Yeah, they are still favourites. They are still favourites. Until maybe they play me in the 3rd week from now. That's why I've done my calculation. That's why I can have all the games in my mind to whatever is happening. Because you keep on doing the permutation, but they still remain the favourite. Like I tell you, it's the pendulum shift that is going to happen. If they win today, then I'll tell you categorically that
they won
they won the league.
Yeah.
If they lose today, then the race is so until the day they play, the opponent that's chasing you. Because between every team, there's 6 points between every team. So anytime you beat a team by 4 points and they overtake you to win the league, it means you didn't do well in other matches.
Okay.
So between the two games, what happened in the first leg, I think it was goalless.
Yeah, it was a goalless draw.
It was a goalless draw. So it tells you the strength of both teams. Then, you know, BBN look like finish hard people. Last year they did a last minute work around the same time. And they are doing it around the same time. So that excitement is with the supporters, is with the fans, and the players know they feel if you win the league. But what made the difference now is today's game. So I feel Medeama is still on top because they have what it takes financially. They look okay. When it comes to the technical experience, as Tanko have seen it from the national team back to the club side. Then when it comes to the players, I think in the last few seasons, their players have tasted the national team in and out with Futuado squad more than any other club in Ghana. So I feel they have whatever it takes. In terms of motivation, recently, one of the good companies gave them about $200,000. Yeah. It's a whole motivation around them. Wow. So
I think, Medeama, when you talk about motivation,
they don't like it in any aspect.
No, they don't like it. They don't like it.
Wow.
So, right, so I know Moses Parker will do everything. When it comes to motivation, he will do everything.
Yeah. So it's still, we're still building up to our game, our featured match of the day. Bechem United, they're also warming up for this one. Let's take a look at the lineup of both teams heading into the game. So that's for the home side. You have Emmanuel Enin in there, Augustine Okra. He never leaves. He never actually leaves. He's always back for them when they need him. So he'll be captaining the side. You have Samuel Anyinibre Atuba Yawano in there, another blistering, very, very explosive winger there. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, Isaiah Nyakon, Atadek Free, Emmanuel Ampia. There's Godfred Yolson in midfield, Richard Dramina, then Kofi Tumpu all in there. You look at the substitutes, and there you have the likes of Amankwa Frank, who played for Biedi Gold Stars. There's Foster Sakite in there, Emmanuel Sifa, Babamuru Abdullahi, Ramzi Yemchi, all on the bench. Let's take a look at the 11 for Medeama Sporting Club. They have a couple of players missing though, but Felix J mans the post. He's also the captain of the side. Fuzi Taylor will be marshalling things and midfielders. Manuel Mante will be helping him. Kelvin Obin scored in their last game against 11 Wonders. He makes the starting 11. Kingsley Bry also starts. There's Fatau Sulemana, who's at left back. Ritsaki at centre back. God knows Jack Basu will be helping. There's Salim Adams, one of the hottest players, in the league. I don't know if my pundits believe he's going to score another free kick today. I don't know. But yeah, I would say we'll play at right back, and then also Jacob Amumensa. But you look at the bench, most importantly, when the going gets stopped, as coaches, I know you always tend to your bench and you're like, who can I bring on? There's Richard Apia Printo, also Richard Owusu, Kofi Asman, Nana Kofi Babel, who has been their super sub throughout the season. Ebenezer Nkrumah, Derek Fojo, there's Desmond Bafo, and Said Yakubu. Coach Yawi Champong, you look at the setup and you feel, that, it's all the cards. The best players I have now starting.
Yeah, I'm happy Kevin Obin is back.
That's your boy, yeah? Your boy.
Yeah, he was injured for a very long time. And then I think their last game he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's a very good squad. Salim Adams, Fatao. Yeah. Those are the guys I've worked with before. So I'm happy to see them again. And looking at a Bechem team too, Ampia, Emmanuel Ampia. His son is Emmanuel Ampia, the one playing for Bechem. Yeah, he's also a very good player. I worked with him at Elmina Sharks before he moved. He moved to Nigeria and then just came back to join them. So they also have a very quiet team. But this pitch, Okra knows the pitch like something. He can shoot from anywhere.
Wow.
So they have to be very careful with him. But I know Rich Saki too is there. Rich Saki is an experience.
He played for you.
Yeah.
At Adriana, right?
Yeah, and he played for Tanko too. Tanko played for, I think, Accra Lions.
Yeah.
He was with Accra Lions before he came to me at Adriana. So it will be a very quiet and interesting game.
Coach, we've heard Augustine Okra. Yeah. Not long ago, he scored his 50th Ghana Premier League goal for Bechem United. That's a huge milestone for him. But then on the other side, there's one guy who keeps hitting free kicks, you know, every time, and it looks like goalkeepers are getting scared now. Whenever he's right behind the ball, you know, and it's a dead ball situation, you know the chances of Salim Adams hitting the back of the net is so high now. Definitely. I think this has been one of his best seasons ever since I got to know him. It looked like he has grown out of something. So much confidence, hits the ball. If you watch, you know, sometimes you only find difficult that you don't get the footage the way you want it. If you get the way the foot is placed, the technique, he's able to mirror the ball very well. There's something we call foot preparation. He's able to work on his foot very well, and he's able to strike the ball at the right place. You know, I watch him strike the ball from the side, from below, and the middle. You know, the ball actually comes with 5 parts if you want to strike it. Wow. Depending on where you want to go. Right. So he's able to, all the free kicks come from different angles. He's done the middle, he's done the side. Yeah. He's been able to loop the ball. Because without the camera, one of the free kicks look like a typical Cristiano Ronaldo free kick. The knuckle ball. Yes. He's able to do that. But because of the way our slow-mos are, you are not able to get it exactly how you want it. And what goalkeepers don't like, and players don't like, it's a player who can score free kick. So all the time you want to make sure you mark him around the middle of the pitch. But Salim has shown that anything around 35-25, you are at risk. So no goalkeeper wants to see that, because it's one of the easiest goals to score when the kicker of the ball is good at it. It becomes like one of the easiest goals to score. If you don't know how to kick it, it's very difficult. But once you are good at kicking it, and free kick has got something. You knock it well 2 or 3 times, then you become an expert. So you have that self-belief, that self-confidence. And exactly what the young man is operating with now, that self-confidence. Look at where, against Wonders, right? Yeah. He watched the position of the goalkeeper, watched the position of the wall, and strike the ball. The ball must come with certain speed. You know, the fastest object on this earth is the soccer ball. Oh, really? Yes. Even against the Ferraris, against the spacecraft. The football is the fastest object. When you place all of them on the line and you strike them the same speed, it will get to a destination faster than all of them. Wow. They may go at a long run, but to cover a distance is the fastest. That is why when Celsius scored that goal and he was knighted by the Queen, then that was, he gave me this theory before I did it in the lab. He showed me that strike the ball very well, and it's the fastest object. And when we did the test and the sampling, it still remained the fastest object. Wow. Yeah, so once a player gets to understand that, so it was just like 2010 going to the World Cup, where we had Diego Fulan, who got to know the ball very well, and was able to strike the Jambalani ball very well. So got to know the ball, the behavior of the ball. So it means Salim over the years have studied the way the balls behave. And these balls come with a particular pattern. These balls come with a particular pattern. I wish we could get more improved balls. If we have an improved ball, don't be surprised, we'll be seeing more dead ball situations getting better. So I think that confidence there, once you have it, any goalkeeper is afraid. I can tell you, any goalkeeper, opposition coaches, technical team are even afraid. So we plot such a way that you don't get to that area, because that could just be a goal to change the chemistry of your team. But coach, what should be the biggest, factor for Bechem United in such a game? Are you looking at the home crowd? It's a very strong. I think, like coach is saying, both coaches should avoid dead ball situations, because Salim can fire, Okra can also fire, and then their pitch is not that big. Very their pitch is not that big, so dead ball situations are always very, very dangerous. And then, like motivation, they will have their home fans doing everything possible. Sometimes they will be shouting, offside, offside, penalty, go! Is it one of the venues you don't like visiting? Or which of the venues you take away the football? Sometimes their venue is like, when you play good football, sometimes they support you. They come to cheer you. Okay. Yeah, sometimes they will come to cheer. That's how they play football. Yeah, they understand. They are not that violent. They are not that violent. When you play good football, they will support you. But this game is not about good football. It's about resource. It's about resource. But in that blue area, you'd say it's one of the venues you'd always love to go to.
Yeah. It's very good to be there, but some of the venues is very difficult.
Good.
Coaches don't talk. Some of the things that we have faced.
I always have a point. I feel we don't have any bad venue in Ghana.
Because let me take your predictions. I think we just need to cross over to the Nana. What do you think?
I think it looked like a close first half.
Okay.
So for me, I'm here to watch Bechem.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So maybe it looked like a barren first half.
Okay. All right. So let's cross over to the Nana Fosu Park for the first game of match week 28. We'll be back after the first 45 minutes to enjoy the game.
Move to Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, travel to Sudan and back to Bechem, where he's a cult figure here for the fans and almost everybody who loves football in Ghana. For Medeama AC, it has always been some bit of a topsy-turvy turn there for them. Got some bit of matches without a win, but the coach is hoping to turn the tables around. They got all the important win there against 11 Wonders. But this afternoon, a banana peel they so want to avoid is that of Bechem United today. But nothing can stop that, they say. They're walking in here and they're looking perfectly to see if they can change the narrative here. For Bechem United, they walk onto their own turf there with an emphatic win against Samatex. They beat them by 2-0 there. And so this time they walk into their own turf. There were 2 changes made to the lineup. And so out of the game there is Sakite, who certainly is Foster Sakite, serving the 3 yellow cards. And so quickly there his position has been picked up by Emmanuel Ampia. And also missing in action is Samuel Okai, who scored the goal there for Bechem United against Samatex, and Augustine Okra is replacing him. Match officials for this afternoon is Mohamed Misbao, and he will be assisted in lines 1 by Suleiman Adin, and the assistant referee is Alex Usam, and the 4th official is Adutera Jacob Babatwe Amo. So at least 2 captains on the pitch there, Felix Che there for Medeama SC and Augustine Okra. But interesting about the match against Samatex, Augustine Okra missed that game, but this afternoon is here there to see if we can actually change some bit of the narrative there for Medeama over Bechem United in this game.
Well, it's going to be quite an interesting afternoon. Looking at the 2 teams, Bechem United have started picking up the pieces, winning some very crucial points at home and on the road. Medeama, after a very difficult run of games, I expected to bounce back to winning ways, and that could probably help them.
Medeama himself make 2 changes there, so good news. Jabasu is in for Derek Fojo. Also missing in today's game is Kelvin Nkrumah, who's out there for trials in Europe, and so positioning has been picked up by Manuel Mate, and so they walk into this game with a 4-4-2 formation there by coach Tanko Ibrahim. And so that's the changes made. A lot of diamond play there he always talks about, and so it's mostly like he always want to go into diamond formation, but this time he probably want to change that.
Well, yeah, all because he's missing a number of players. Let's not forget that Kelvin Nkrumah is away and he's missing the game today. Obviously, he would want a different dimension, a different way and style to also counter his opponents. The reason why he's made these changes, and I expect them to actually have the very best. They have lots of attacking points, exploits upfield, and I expect them to be able to cause lots of havoc for the Bechem United defense.
Well, so the Bechem Stadium stands alive, not just with the promise of a game, but with the spirit of renewal, resilience, and the rebirth that this season represents in this particular Easter celebration. And so we are looking to seeing a very quality game expected in this game between the 2 sides. Bechem United walk on to the match day 28 at home. And so lemon green, they always want to wear that. And so you have Medeama SC always coming with a mauve and yellow outfit. This is where they always want to come into the game there. Bit of a talk about 90 minutes which lie ahead. 90 minutes where courage will be tested, where passion will ignite, and where destiny might be rewritten. On this Easter afternoon under the Bechem sky, Ghana football reminds us that even in competition, there's beauty, unity, and rebirth. Welcome once again to match day 28 of the Ghana Premier League, and Bechem United will start with a bit of an injury there, just around their own 18-yard area. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, who's been fouled, and the referee called into action there quickly. And that's certainly going to be the kind of game you expect there. A lot of combative play between the 2 sides.
A bit of rush there from Kelvin Obey. He wanted to win possession, but he went in too raggedly. That's going to be a very bad one. I expect Abdul Razak Al Hassan to get back and get straight into action, and thankfully he's back. He's going to be a fierce balance, and the referee, Musbao, has to be very much ready.
He's got a very big game up on him to his side, especially so looking at how the two sides are working onto the game. Medeama AC is one team that been pretty much resolute in terms of what they intend to achieve in the Premier League. They're the league leaders currently. Has got BBN Gold Stars right in front of their tails and trying to find a way to at least upset them, as they're going to have the first time opportunity there. Certainly looking for Gasnokra, and picked up beautifully. Medeama looking to ride on this performance. Salid Adams has been scoring some quality goals there for Medeama, and he always going to try to combine beautifully midfield. The likes of Manuel Mate. Possession quickly picked up by Azar Nyako for Medeama, for Bechem United, I should say. And quickly, you do have the likes of Kofi Tompo also playing a part in this game in midfield as well. So both teams really having some difficulty moving up the balls. Fuzzy Taylor has also been working hard for Medeama. And really cut out beautifully by the left full back there for the home side.
Well, I think that Medeama started very well. They are not on the back foot. The team trying to do their best, but they intend to find Augustine Okra, and Godfred Yosen hasn't really gone to perfection and is given lots of confidence for Medeama to push high up the pitch. A lot will depend on the two sets of midfield, their capability to outdo each other.
You talked about the Kelvin Obing coming in for Kelvin Nkrumah. There's a change in direction attempt of a tactical play there by Ibrahim Tanko Kelly. Means that just looking to see how best the team is. Very strong. Gasnokra here on the right foot. He's got Suleimana to beat, drags the ball back beautifully, finds Atugba. Ball not really best cleared. Possession back to now to Adams. Oh, lovely now. Here's Okra on the right. Very another best of strike there for Okra on the weaker foot, the right foot. Probably was looking to get that on the left foot.
It was quite interesting. He wanted to quickly make that short. He expected him to at least pull through and pull it back onto the left, his favorite. And unfortunately, the intent was to go far post, but he missed the post by inches. To say a bad try with the right foot.
Here comes Okra once again, dragging the ball to the left-hand side. The diving header comes out for the right full-back, Yawase. And possession now lost there, Medeama, and now have Felix Jade to the rescue.
It's going to be quite an interesting battle between Augustine Okra and Fatal Suleimana. Experience both of them have across the continent.
Yeah, flag up here. Certainly up against GMS attacking player who's looking to get the goals there. The 19 shirt for them, Kingsley Bry. On the summit of the Premier League table there, Medeama FC with 49 points after 27 matches. She's holding a slender point advantage against BBN Gold Stars. And Fuzzy Taylor really finding space there, Salim. Looking to see how they want to move here.
Well, Medeama's inconsistency, giving them lots of worries. They're at a point, 8 points behind, ahead of, all the other clubs, but Gold Stars have gotten very much close. They cannot afford to drop points here today. There's lots of pressure brought on the players, and the coach, Ibrahim Tanko, is looking forward to winning his first Ghana Premier League title as a coach.
And I tell you what, they talked about the defeat to Ho United, who themselves are out of the Premier League, interestingly. Ho United did not play their match.
Did you say they are out yet?
Yeah. I mean, they did not play their match yesterday, did they?
Well, they didn't. They didn't another match, and that is 3 free points to 11 wonders.
They just said they're hurting their performance, or perhaps their Premier League participation. Given opportunity there for some of the teams there looking to avoid relegation as well, with the 3 points given. Kingsley Bryce also been flagged another, again, offside. Assistant referee too, Alex Osam.
It's quite interesting. He's very much eager to get onto the end of those passes. He needs to time his run better.
Quickly picked up beautifully there by Atugba. Samuel Ayenbere, the right full back for Bechem, has been fouled by Good News Japasu. Again, the fans are pretty much quiet there. Not really in the stadium in the numbers expected there, Bechem United, but at least there's a team that are looking to see what they can do here this afternoon.
Seemed then trooping in bit by bit, but that was quite a needless tackle there from Godnus Japasu to commit that incident.
Okra just on the effective free kick there for Bechem United. Always trying to pick it on the left foot. Drives one into the box, and once again Suleimana just not able to get onto it. But then nobody was able to attacking the ball there. But that's a very exciting dip into the ball into the 18-yard box.
But it's quite surprising that the tall figures you expected inside the penalty area were not close to the end of that. Isaiah Nyako with his height, you don't expect him to be getting onto that. Augustine Okra once again, very good delivery.
Rich Saki was playing a role there in midfield. I was looking to see how the teams are lining up this afternoon. So you have the likes of Goodness Jokbasu and Salim Adams and Mano Mate in the 8 shirt. Was working hard. To see the runs there of the two sides in the game. Exactly how they try to move Kofi Tompo here on the ball. Oh, fine space up front. And you expect to see the likes of Okra in the box. And again, Medeama trying to thwart almost all the effort. On the ball here, Atuba. Samuel Ayambere, ball taken away from his feet, and quickly is looking to take the ball straight into the path there of Bry. But again, quality work by Kelvin Obeng.
I think that was a delayed reaction there from Kelvin Obeng. Bry was ready to hit his bike right on the center line. But the pass delayed, and you could see quite disappointed. Decided to stop the run.
Good Stars. You have a game against Nations FC. Again, he's talking about whether that's going to be an easy win there for Gold Stars. Also another point to look at. Oh, he's trying to restore confidence in the side there. Salim Adams. Finds Suleimana on the left-hand side. Always trying to take one into the box, but well blocked beautifully. The right full-back. And then the centre-back for the side as well. Abdulrazak Alasan. Here comes Taylor. Finds Suleimana again, but the flag got gone up for an offside.
Fatal will be disappointed with that pass there from Fuzi Taylor. Could have just waited for him. That was tight. Really tight. I could see him complaining. He felt the left full back of Bechem United, Emmanuel Ampie, played him on side.
Well, the recent 2-0 victory there for Medeama FC against Living Wonders, obviously, saw them ending a 6-game winless performance. Really restored some bit of confidence they set up, and they're looking to be a little bit of a true contenders in the Premier League. At least they have a number of goals they've scored there, Medeama, 36 of them in the Premier League, and they have a very good defensive record with 19 goals conceded. Okra. It's got Suleimana up his heels. Suleimana getting the upper hand over him. Risaki. Yeah, the bigger key for the two sides is again how they're able to work themselves up in the midfield and attack.
So the strength of Medeama FC has always been, in the midfield and the ability to create. Lots of very good creators. Salim, Mante, Fuzi Taylor, Godnus Japasu. Very quality players.
No, Taylor here onside. Just waiting in the box. There is Bry and Obeng. Meantime, he's been cut up beautifully by the huge centre back for the Hunters, Abdulrazak Alasan, cutting the supply to the two attacking players of Medeama.
think that was brilliant passing there. Brian, knowing it was offside, left it for Fuzi Taylor, who quickly ran onto it. A good defensive work coming once again. Abdul Razak Alassane.
A corner kick. First of it there to the visitors. Ball whipped into the box as well collected by Emmanuel Ening.
Taylor was aiming directly at goal. Fortunately for him, he missed it. It went directly to the goalkeeper Ening. So why the rush to quickly hit on the brakes? There was no way Okra was going to get past Suleiman and Amu.
And Bry here. Again, a little bit of control on the ball. Again, he's been stopped in his tracks there by the Hunters. And quietly, they do find support as they help Richard Dramina. We're playing his role in the midfield.
Has been one of their key players since Obnamisa took over the team.
Oh, you spoke about him and his performance at KNUST, isn't it?
Yeah, the KNUST school team. 2014, 2015, 2016. Very integral part of that setup.
Oh, that's a very cynical tackle there. Very poor tackle, and where the yellow card is going to be flashed here very early on in the game against Yawano. Well, his senior brother did play for the same side. He was part of the team that won the FA Cup. Well, again, the yellow card has gone to Isaiah Nyako.
That's quite a rash challenge from him. Quite needless to go with the start showing.
A little bit of frustration. Just about 13 minutes already gone, and Silomano once again has been flagged offside. Well, it's been Medeama so far trying to dictate the game and trying to push the pressure. And Bechem United, Spry. Again, he's been one of the most attacking players on the side, isn't he? Here comes Bechem United, the Hunters. Looking for space here. Augustino cries the target man. Drops it down beautifully. Finds space with Atuba. Back to Okra. Not in a hurry to move. Sulemana. There's Razak here. He's combining so well in the heart of defense with Atadaric Efie.
I think that lots of balls being given away in very crucial positions.
I was looking for that foul and I did get it, isn't it?
I wasn't too sure that pass was ever going to find Kelvin Obeng.
Well, the confirmation is Anyako, the yellow card, first player to have his name taken in the Premier League. Here, match day 28 here at Bechem.
Clearly, that was quite a late challenge there, Kingsley Braye. I was quite surprised with that decision from Kelvin Obeng to lay that pass to Braye. No way he was going to get onto that ahead of Emmanuel Ampere.
Well, the man to have his name taken in the game here, and so very much disappointed about it. Bechem United sit 10th on the Premier League log with 31 points at least to avoid relegation. Do not want to find themselves dropping deeper into the mighty relegation ocean. Efie gets the ball back to goalkeeper Enin. And here comes the man Yawano, the junior brother of another Yawano who won the FA Cup with Bechem United somewhere 10 years ago.
And currently plays for the Togolese national team. Oh, it's quite an interesting player after winning the Ghana Premier League top scorer a couple of seasons ago as expected. So, you know, walking to the Black Stars, he made a trip outside the country and in Egypt. He hasn't looked back since then, playing for the Togolese national team.
A lovely run on the left-hand side, finds a Suleimana. And still Tuba on him, Suleimana. And he strikes and again across the face of goal. And that certainly tells the story of how Medeama are setting and really putting the pressure. And Suleimana is really having the better of Atuba here on the left-hand side.
That was quite a very decent delivery there. Picked it up. The first touch actually prevented him from having a very good bounce and a right connection with the ball. The first touch was everything that let him down in that instance. You see the fans still waiting for the opening goal. Quite interesting. You can see a number of them worried, and those who are even supposed to sing and cheer the team on, they're quiet. I think Medeama has had the better of the exchanges. You know, they've had the better of the exchanges, and Brahim Tanko will be thinking, how do we convert? How do we make it better in the final third? He may be worried about the injury, but thankfully Kelvin Obey is up. The crucial stages of the league. Augustine Okra also looking forward to getting his name on the score sheet. He's been quite decent so far. He's just waiting for that opportunity to get the shot on goal.
I'll tell you what, the Bechem United side really have been one of the top teams, and Medeama SC once again looking for some of the loose balls just in front of the 18-yard box.
That was also, you know, Kingsley Braille there. Unfortunately, his first touch allowing Derek Atefria to get back into position and make the clearance.
Well, this particular grounds really has been a fortress there for Bechem United. With 31 points and sitting 10th, they've really had some very good outings here. They've had 2 wins in their last 5 games, 10 victories this season. They are the 4th highest in the Premier League. They remain dangerous and really unpredictable, especially when playing at home. And Medeama once again looking for that big run into the box and good interception, but Bechem will have to be worried. They still have a player, surprisingly, that have picked up a hamstring injury
like
there.
Derek Atefria there,
yeah,
you can clearly
there's
see
an ankle problem, I guess.
After that shot hit his foot, he shouted in pain and went down. That was it. He couldn't land properly. Emmanuel Ampere will be quite disappointed with himself. Can see him in a lot of pain.
I'm just telling you about the strength of Bechem United here. 14 matches with just 1 defeat this season, especially at home. They've had 9 wins, 4 draws, and just 1 defeat in 14 matches. Really looking at the dominance and how the defensive record really worked out for them. And again, this game against Medeama certainly changes almost everything about the side, isn't it?
It was always quite difficult for you to get the better of Bechem United when you come to the Fosuji Abo Park, and that's exactly what they are depicting this afternoon. Very, very quality team. They have a coach who's quite understood the team from their woes, from the flaws with which they started the season with. Supported ably by Malam Yaya. Obunamisa has, you know, quite an interesting backroom staff to work with. Shetos Oseiwa is also one of the experienced coaches. He survives player after player, coach after coach.
20 minutes already gone, still goalless here at Bechem against Medeama SC. The Bechem United really have a very good defensive record there, with 3 goals conceded. Really makes them one of the toughest sides to break down at home.
So
they've won the last 3 of the last 5 home matches against Medeama. Yet again, another foul. Again, it's a difficult work there Richard Jamna trying to find way to break down Kingsley Bry.
Bry is trying to look for that space. He thrives working in a lot of space.
And flag stays down for Suleiman, and now it goes up.
Once again, Fatal failing to time his run.
Well, again, how many of the offside calls have gone really against Medeama AC? It tells you there's a lot of cracks in the defensive line there of Bechem United. You have Suleimana always running behind Samuel Atuba, and so trying to get some of the balls into the box. Two players catching and working out. Kofi Tompo doing so well has been fouled by Taylor.
Quite a late challenge there. Too high. God knows Japasu. Fuzi Taylor going in with the stump, but I think the incident, infringement from Japasu was what was called by Ms. Bao.
Well, a player goes down. The referee says no, he's not going to give a penalty. Well, the fans were looking for that call from the referee. Decision really going against Bechem United, and again they have to quickly pick it up and slowing the game down. Here comes the last one. Zain Yako just being bit into it. Oh, lovely defensive work there from the centre back, Priye. Tompo. We're trying to see exactly what happens. Sampia playing as a left foot back this time, coming up and taking the position of Foster Sakiti. So it's suspended for the game. And Medeama once again in trouble. And not the best of control from Zain Yako. And defensive clearance. Salim Adams looking to pick up the left-hand side of Bain Kingsley. Salim has got enough for a long drive, and this time he's been fouled. Clearly tells you they're not really a happy man there. Richard Jamina once again is the culprit.
You can clearly see Salim tearing away from him, but Jamina with his duty as the defensive midfielder could not allow him to make that progression. Great show of strength there from Salim. Made the swivel, and Jamina knew he had to quickly stop that move. Just before that, it was a quite interesting play there from Kofi Tumpo. Very excellent midfielder, and it seems to have been given lots of quality incursions into the penalty area. Zain Yako was quite late there, and it's a good position for Salim to try one of his thunderbolts.
Salim can score from any angle there. Salim Adams from Medeama SC, and this time the wall does its work. Suleimana. Another ball here. Enin picks it up.
He'll be glad to have these every single time. These are training ground saves, or warm-up saves for him.
I want to talk about Medeama really having a very poor round of form in the Premier League. They foul there on Emmanuel Ampia, the left back for Bechem United. Rich Saki. Jamne again, he has possession. This time an offside flag really gone up quickly.
Another disappointing turn there. Ryan looking for that space, but Mante's pass was always going to be difficult finding him. Decided to step up early, and he was just flagged.
We do have a cooling break this time here at the Nigeria ballpark. We talked about the league leaders, Bechem United, Medeama SC, and here against Bechem United, Medeama have had some bit of a poor run of form. Last 5 matches, winning just only one. with 2 draws and 2 losses. They picked up 13 wins in the Premier League with 10 drawn and 25 matches played. But again, you talk about the work rate of Medeama FC in the Premier League, and again, expecting them to play some bit of football here. It hasn't really worked out to perfection. Well, the fans clearly tells you on their faces that they expect more from the team.
We're expecting a lot more from the team. You know, but when these two teams meet, kind of quality that the display is quite interesting. And remember the time they met at the TNA had to end in a goalless draw. Bechem United in the final minutes nearly tried to find the winner, but Augustine Okara's effort came off the goalpost, and it was substitute goalkeeper for Bechem United who's having a field day today. He's on the bench. The last game of the TNA was having an excellent display. You can see that Tefrie seems to be in a lot of pain. They quickly need to be spoken to, and Isaiah Nyako already on a yellow card. Nemisa has a lot.
Yeah, again, you just mentioned the I did mention the goalkeeper Benjamin Asiru. Well, he's on 12 clean sheets. Bechem United is on the bench.
It's quite surprising he's on the bench today. Felice has had very little to do in this game. Bechem are not trying enough, too much. You can see Derek Tefrie seems to be getting
sure that he might be able to come back into the game. It's a bit of an ankle problem here, so not able to step on it. It's looking very difficult for him to come back into the game. I tell you what, he's not coming back. So Bechem United were forced to make a substitution here early on, as just under 30 minutes of the game.
Quite disappointing.
Well, temporarily they have to play with 10 men as the technical team decide who is supposed to replace him.
It's a big worry for the coach. Has to quickly make a change of plans and play out his first card for substitutes.
In the last 5 matches, Medeama has only scored 4. They did suffer a 2-1 defeat to Hoho United. And Dreams FC with goals from, of course, drawn games against All Blacks and Samatex, with the only win coming against 11 Wonders. They beat them by 2-0. There comes Kofi Tompo, scored against Samatex, and there's one player who scored against Kotoko and Hats this particular venue, Kofi Tompo. Okra. Samuel Achugba. Right foot back there for Bechem United again, struggling to get the ball into the 18-yard area of Medeama FC, and a substitution has to be made there. Bechem United, they're forced to make this substitution, and so they're going to introduce Yahweh Champon, and he's in to replace Derek Tefrie. Well, it's Manuel Lampia really that's being substituted with the ankle problem. Again, extension of the arm there. That's a foul that goes against Medeama AC. 2 players on the turf there, and that's in there. Tell you what, it's a very excruciating ankle problem. It's really in pain, and the team also have a player there, Kelvin Obeng, and I feel that again there was an extension of the elbow on his face.
Luciano stretched arm there. Clearly, that was quite a very decent win of the ball by Abdul Razak Al-Hassan. The elbow extended. I think that Obeng had to just clatter into his man from behind. That was what the referee saw. Razak Al-Hassan needs to be careful. That swing could have easily ended in a red card. He's misread. What a referee, and both have had. The referee sparing them a yellow card and a possible red card. Could have gone to either of them.
Yeah. Here comes Okra's ball, swung into the box, and Suleiman has repelled it. And there's a long one deep into the half of Bechem United. It's been picked up by substitute goalkeeper Enin. But again, still goalless here after half an hour played.
Looks like the tempo of the game, the opening 15 minutes, has dropped a bit. Teams cautiously approaching where they play. Trying to keep it cool, trying to keep it simple. Not rushing it upfield. That's what we are seeing in this second department of the first half.
Here comes Okra. Oh, the referee thinks of it as a soft ball, and Okra going to the ground, and Medeama in trouble. But again, is Brian who's been flagged offside once again. Now count the number of offside decisions gone against Medeama here.
It was quite surprising, Brian with all his pace. Should be time his runs better. He has players who have that ability to find him, and he seems to be eager to quickly be on the run.
Osei. Chikopamu. And here's Suleimana. Oh, lovely work there to Kevin Obeng. And so now he's trying to have Al-Hassan to beat, drag it forward. And again, an extension of the arm once again here from the attacking player on the big centre man, Abdul Razak Al-Hassan. And he is going to be shown a yellow card. Two players up in booked here. And it's Kelvin Obeng of Medeama AC. With that same, you spoke about it, the extension of the arm there has become one too many of them in the game.
And clearly you could see that extension of the arm. It's more like a retaliation for the previous incident. I'm sure that is why Bisbal decided to show the yellow card, and he made a point to him, trying to let him know. You can see he's quite disappointed, but you can't be swinging and throwing your arms around, especially when you are the advantage inside the penalty area. Kelvin Obeng should know better. I think that's the right call there from centre referee Misbah.
A confirmation of the yellow card there. Augustine Okra really scored a hat-trick against Medeama AC back in 2014 on the 1st of June. The captain for Bechem United this afternoon. Just looking to see if he can score yet again against Medeama AC in the Premier League. Match day 28 of the Ghana Premier League. It's really much of a cagey and hedgy situation there for Medeama AC. They don't want to slip. They just don't want to keep it clean and go into the next game because they know that anything would happen. And it is the man, Augustine Okra, just spoke about him. And the last time he scored against Medeama was back in 2014, and he's looking to score this afternoon again. And this is the man, the court hero here, the local champion, if you want to call it that way, Augustine Okra.
Narrowly coming close. He knew exactly where to pick that. Great pass there from Joe Champon. But Okra couldn't generate enough power and direction behind that ball. But Medeama need to be watchful. If Okra gets into those positions a couple of times and picks up the ball, he can test them with any of his decent drives.
Ampia Well, it's another play and another shot here. That was a very great work there for Bechem United.
A good play there from Godfrey Yosen. He had to hold up play, wait for a lot more men in there. Realized it wasn't going to be the right decision to make the pass. Too many men. So center forward, he needs to try from there. Not a bad try. The fellas Che, very much experienced. Knew it wasn't going to hit a fly.
Kingsley Bry here. Trying to look for space here. Will not be allowed. It's Champong. Just preventing him from having access to him as well. Sulemana. Japasu looking to find space up front. Here comes Kofi Tompo. Bechem really calming the game down at this stage. Here comes the free A. Dragging it wide to Okra. Just can't have the battle. I can't really get the aerial battle with Sulemana in terms of the height there. Suleiman is always going to have the upper hand against Augustine Okra. Dropped in by Mano Mate. Flag stays down once again. And it's been hit wide.
It was like a
free A.
A quick switch there. Derek Atafri has moved into the left back position. And Yahweh Champo has filled in. Central. For Bechem United.
And again, it's a header free for Kelvin Obing. Again, they have too many of them, so it's going to be the positional play between Kelvin Obing and that of Kingsley Bry. And this was a textbook header. Great advantage for him to have gotten a goal.
He couldn't direct his header towards the goalpost. It was a good leap from a decent delivery coming in from Oseyao. But once again, Kingsley Bray failing to take advantage.
A good run there from Arnaud. Just charging here and trying to hit the ball into the box there, but gets him inside. Okra was lurking Sulemana here with the attacking header out of the box. And quietly, and so they have to get themselves out. Fuzi Taylor finds space, and Salim Adam. The flag stays down this time, and certainly going to be Kingsley Bry the target up front. Kingsley Bry! Rather the best of connection there for him, but it's not done yet. Salim Adams has skies that one as well. How many of those close range opportunities would Medeama get just right in front of the 18-yard box of Bechem United and flap them?
That's the waste there. First of all, brilliant pass. Picked up by Chapas with a very good delivery. He expects Bray to be scoring there. It looks more like a clearance. One trying to find a target, and Salim Adams, God knows how decided to blast that away. Great opportunity for Medeama to find the opening. Look at Salim, always rising. I'm not sure he would have scored if we were added another goalpost.
Looks more of a rugby shot. Medeama really have had to visit this particular grounds on 12 occasions since 2011. They've picked up only 1 win and 2 drawn. Samuel, the very one by Samuel Atugba.
Quite disappointing. That was poor play there from Atugba. Okra wanted the return, and he felt he was actually going to get a decent delivery, looking for Godfrey Yosen inside the penalty area. And that's quite a waste from that position.
Again, there's 5 minutes to go, and here comes the GMRSC looking to whip into the box and cleared. The substitute here, Champong.
I think that he's doing quite a very good job since coming on, making the clearances. You could see him complaining that it's quite easy for Medeama to move through defense into midfield and to attack. He's quite wondering what his strikers and midfielders are doing with their press and resistance plans. A lot of shot pulling in there. You can see the referee.
So 2 corner kicks there for Medeama.
Well, like they had a decent opportunity and they should be taking advantage of these set pieces. A number of them do come and they should be able to.
To the near post. He's been attacked there by the big centre-back, Abdul Razak Al-Hassan.
So good defensive work once again coming in. The goalkeeper trying to organize his men. This time around, Medeama looking for an in-swinger for this. Lots of heckling inside the penalty area too. The big guys are up. Saki, Amu. Fatal should be able to send in quite a decent delivery.
Again, it's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. It's being picked up. Tal Suleimano just giving the ball straight to the goalkeeper. Meantime, it's going to be the home side, the Hunters trying to push ball men forward. Okra again couldn't quite get to it. Very poor pass there from Godfred Yosin.
Okra is quite disappointed. He wanted the ball quickly. Yosin couldn't lift his head and make a very good decision.
Again, 55% of ball possession there to Bechem United and 45 to Medeama.
Not too far off. They've been quite close. It's been quite a close action. Medeama with most of the decent goal scoring opportunities from the quick breaks, quick transitions. They failed to capitalize on it to break the deadlock.
Salim goes in bit into it. Jumping up. 10-12. Meantime, Medeama do have a player down. And again, it's been a closely contested game. Salim Adams.
Koi seems to have picked up a knock there, right on the edge of the penalty area. It looks okay. It's quite surprising. Al-Hassan making the complaint. Look at Salim Adams bringing the ball down to control. I'm sure that was enough from Razak for Salim to go down. It's quite drama at play there.
Well, I mean, interesting about the Medeama side is that none of the 3 goal scorers for Medeama in the first leg. Starting today's game, Kelvin Nkrumah is currently with the Hull City having some trials there. Meantime, Ano tracks the ball deep into the box, and Okra ends Fatal Suleiman with a header here. Atuba. There's Bechem United really trying to get the ball back to goalkeeper, and this might be very dangerous to be on goal. But when I tell you, goalkeeper really coming in to make sure he averted a very embarrassing situation there for Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, and he apologizes quickly to his teammates.
He knew exactly that that pass was quite a poor one, could have easily landed into the net. It's quite surprising that just moments before Kofi Tumpo was calling for the ball, he didn't want it to go back.
So we're doing 2 minutes about the time. Well, again, Medeama did score an own goal against Hull United, and Bechem United looking to reciprocate that.
That would have been disastrous. But quick run there from goalkeeper Enning to save the situation.
Yosin, nice space on the left-hand side. And Yako looking to control well. And here comes Samuel Atuba. And back to Atuba once again, advertising a shot there, blocked. He's in a very hard way there for Manuel Mate. Been much quiet this afternoon maybe. I want to really come back into his main groove the second half, I guess. Atuba. Here comes Atuba once again. Ball off the line. I'll just tell you about Medeama really missing some very quality players in this game, and Michael Sapong and Bernardino Tete, all of them missing in today's game.
So Emmanuel also missing out. Kelvin and Nkrumah.
I talk about him having trials with Hull City in the United Kingdom.
And Mubarak, the captain of the team, is also injured.
Right. Salim on the right hand side. That's going to be an advert there for Medeama to see if they can hit the ball in. Yeah, I would say. Oh yeah, just fast approaching the end of the first half. Just again, ball dragged in, and it's going to be Batal here, and he has to take in to come to the rescue once again. He's always getting the better of Samuel Atuba, Fatal Suleimana.
That was great run there from the left back, but once again, his first touch, Fuzi Taylor, intelligent pass. His first touch tearing away from him. It looked like Enin had a strong, plea there. He came out strongly, closed the angle, but the return seemed to have come off. Goalkeeper Enin.
Oh, they have another corner kick to show Bechem United to the near post. Goalkeeper just peels it. And agonizingly, Medeama just missing this opportunity to go up here against Bechem United. It sums up the drama here at the Nigeria Park for the first half of the matchday 28 game between Bechem United and Medeama SC.
That was close there. And Kingsley Bray were disappointed not to get the opener. That was quite a very decent opportunity with the goalkeeper missing his spot. Quite disappointing. He's had glorious opportunities but hasn't made it count.
Well, there's a lot going on in their minds. There's a lot happening for Bechem United. They need to get the win at least to increase the tally in the Premier League log. They know that any slip means that they have an issue to deal with that.
Look at that. It's quite okay. Corner kicks.
It's barring in our featured match of the day. The first game of match week 28 in the Ghana Premier League. And it's Bechem United. They're still drawing against league leaders Medeama Sporting Club. Not a sort of result Medeama Sporting Club would want, because if it should remain this way after 90 minutes, and a win for Gold Stars on Sunday could take the Miners back to the summit of the table. But it's a game where we've not really seen a lot of intense moment, not many attacking sequences, but then definitely there's still more to play for in the second 45. My name is Jose Okoko. We are live on Max TV. We're also streaming live on YouTube, Max FM Ghana. I'm still here in the studios with Coach Vincent Abiu and then also Coach Yao Echampo. Welcome back to the studios, gentlemen. Coach, your take on the first 45. Has it been the kind of game you anticipated?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't think we've seen anything, even technically. Medeama started with 4-4-2. Bechem started with a 4-3-3. And I think we were going to get something different, but the whole game looked clumsy in the middle, and it doesn't look good. I think from another point is the jerseys they are wearing, the same, almost similar color, and it makes it difficult for you to identify. The identification on how the ball moves, the difference always comes with whatever you are wearing. Allow you to be able to spot the next player. But with this one, you find it difficult spotting the next player. So the pass might be good, but the way you see it might not look good because of the way the colors are just moving in each other. So I don't think the game has lived up to expectation. Where the league is getting to, and the strength of both teams, it tells you whatever is going to happen in Africa already. It tells you that we are not going to do well, because this is what we expect to see. This game should give us something that the first question I think my reaction should be, I should pop some adrenaline before analyzing the game. But it looked like I don't know where to start from. The game looks so cold. It just looks so cold. Football is served hot. It's a meal that is eaten hot. So the moment it goes cold from the fridge, you can't eat it because your teeth will not allow you to eat it. and your system will not allow you to carry it. But this is where a relegation side team against a team that want to win the championship, and the game looks so flat, where you don't see any form of attack. So all of them are just crowded in the middle, ballooning the ball, hitting the ball. It tells you the players are even a little bit struggling to identify each other on a microsecond. The game is always played within a microsecond. So that microsecond, you don't need to identify the image. You need to identify the color. So you might not know who is there, but once a color move, you know that is my player. So it makes it easier. So I think, Josiah, I don't feel anything Premier League about today's match at all.
Wow.
My expectation has gone down on the game.
Coach Yari Champo, your take on the first 45 minutes so far?
Yeah, I think he has said it all. It's very, very difficult to know exactly what is going on the field of play. Though both teams are trying to be very careful not to conceive, but because of the colors, we don't see anything. And you could see that the players are also struggling to make it right. So let's see how it will be in the second half.
All right, so goalless at the Nanafo Sujabo Park between Bechem United and then also Medeama Sporting Club. It's still the halftime analysis here on Max TV. We head for a commercial break. When we are back, we'll delve deeper into the key moment of the game. We'll be right back.
Drinks, a whole new vibe, another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, see, Zepe Biayi. Zepe Biayi, met you.
Obey, we are sure.
Yee, take a machine
back on us.
Zepe Biayi.
Patrol, move actually in why. Iron,
Jimmy Pebia.
Oh, me.
That is where I do my shopping.
Baby, share LG fridge near Shelley, be the one part of my family.
You too.
The part park and young Hawaii.
I'm shopping here there. That's right. Yes, you go. Ebusian for mass buy a baby, it's going with the oyampa. Once a minute, you know, quality and authentic. Now, your baby, from 10 to 15 is it, and all your max buy massive Easter promo. Not the baby do. Mama Jimete, catch your bank to the max buy the bushia. I had to buy in here and walk out. Babe,
not fridge, no.
That's how
I for fridge number.
I'm a fridge.
Fridge, no, LG fridge.
No, how are your delivery? That's some of your coffee. What's about? What's about? Okay, uncle. Can you call? Miss Wait, uncle.
It's like you win.
And I've been joined by the assistant coach of Medeama, Pius Gura. Pius, you had numerous chances. Do you think you should have at least scored one?
Yeah, sure. You're right. I think looking at chances created, I think by now we should have, we should have been a good up.
Yeah. Family in the game, a game that you need to win at all costs. What needs to change in the second half?
Well, for now, I think we only thing we have to tell the boys that they shouldn't go off, they shouldn't street off, and then I think stay focused and then compose and then also play the normal game. This is what we expecting from them.
Well, wish you the very best for the second 45 minutes. Pius Gura is the assistant coach of Medeama. I've been joined by the assistant coach of Bechem United, the legendary Malam. Malam, end-to-end action in the first 45 minutes. Are you pleased with the results? It's goalless at the break.
Yeah, we are very, very happy with the result because we are playing against the league leaders. And you can see they are playing tactically very good. And then they are very, very careful, trying to go to counter. And then we are playing very well. I think it's 50-50 game in the first half.
So far 50-50 as you said. In the second half, what does Bechem United need to change to be able to get the results?
Yeah, I think in the attacking system, we have to change some one or two things so that we can go more attack, and then maybe end of the day we will have one goal too.
Well, wish you the very best for the second 45 minutes. Malam Yaya.
Right, so Malam Yaya is the assistant head coach of Medeama, that's Bechem United, and he thinks they need to tweak a couple of things in attack to try and get a goal. But it's still a very cagey game, a bit flat sometimes though. But I'm still here with my pundits. Coach, tactically, we've not really seen so much pressure from the home side. But would you say that's what you need to do when you're coming up against a team chasing the title?
No, I think you need to be proactive. So cautious defending and attacking at the same time. But you couldn't sit back. It looked like you are looking around playing a draw. Like I was telling you, the first half looked like a barren game, and we've got that barren game. What I see is the tempo of the game. It's fluctuating because they are using a lot of seconds to identify their players. So it's affecting the tempo of the game. I wish they could change, one side could change the jersey before they come back. It's making it difficult for the players. We're watching, could just relax and pick up easily. But when you have just a microsecond to pass the ball around, it makes it difficult. So I think both teams have played almost the same way. Bechem always go on the right. Medeama always go on the left. Always creating from the right to the left. Bechem is also creating on the opposing side. So I feel we need more aggression and they need more awareness. I think they lack awareness. You see, Salim lack awareness. They find it difficult to scan around. If Salim has scanned around and his awareness was good, this would have been one of the best goals he could have scored in the league because the goalkeeper was out of position. But I think what I've seen in this particular game, awareness is a little bit down and vision of the players is a little bit down. So it's actually affected my expectation for the game. But I feel if any side that want to win must take the risk of creating something in terms of the third half. That's what Malaya was trying to put across, that they need to do something up front in the third half. The third half has been very flat. Everyone they are referring to as chances are not chances. Once you create a ball outside the box, we don't call it a chance. The chance must happen in line with the goal pole and in line with the 18. It's what we refer to as chance. But once the ball goes wide, that's why on the betting, you see, on the commentary on the betting side, you hear big chance. So it tells you there are chances and there are big chances. Most of our teams don't create big chances; they only create chance.
Coach, have you been satisfied with the output of both teams, especially for Medeama Sporting Club? Like you rightly said, they wanted more than Bechem United because Bechem United, although they are not entirely safe, at least they sit 10th now. But for Medeama, they know that if they fail to win, maybe Gold Stars could punish them for that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the way the game is going has been a midfield game. So looking at Medeama, they are trying to open up and then use the flanks. That's why we see Fatao having one or two opportunities to see if they can use it. So Bechem have to be very careful. Because looking at the way Medeama is playing now, they are coming little by little. So if they can't block the flanks and mark them and leave them like the way the game is going, maybe it can be a problem for them. And Medeama taking the lead it will be a big problem for Medeama, Bechem. And looking at the way Bechem is playing, maybe if they get 1 point, it's okay by them. Because they don't push too much like Medeama is doing. So let's see how it goes in the second.
Coach, you look at the Medeama setup where it's a 4-4-2 flat. You have Kingsley Bray, Kelvin Obeng up front. But in midfield, it's quite interesting. There's God knows Jack Basu, Salim Adams, Manuel Mante, and Fuzi Taylor. No winger in the setup. Just natural central midfielders and attacking midfielders.
Yes, I think he wants to protect the team from the middle and defend right in the middle. So today their defensive shield starts from the middle. They are not defending with the defenders. They are defending somehow with the midfielders. So the defenders will be picking most ball we call the loose balls. So they want to protect the middle because a typical Bechem team, Coach Emisa's team will play in the middle, want to take control of the middle. So Medeama stayed flat. That is why the two laterals are deploying that wing back. They are playing like wing backs. Instead of full backs, you see them playing in a wing back position. That's why you see Fatal running up front. It's a very good system. It makes it flat and it balances your team so you'll be able to win the balls. That's why it's a little bit clumsy in the middle. It looked tough in the middle because everybody wants to pick the middle part of the field. So it's a plan Taco brought to stabilize the team and be able to get at least they will not be able to, they will not be breaking their lines quickly. Then it's a way to force Okra to drop back into the middle. So Okra will be forced to move from attacking and back to the middle to support the midfielders. Then that pressure on Medeama defenders will be off a little.
Interesting. But Coach, we're also talking about a team like Bechem United. This Bechem side used to be a free scoring side some seasons back, especially when you visit them. You think that verve, that energy to move forward has really been a problem because we've seen them rather stay back and try and find Okra, through the channels.
I think the jersey can be a factor because you see that they're struggling to decide on what they want to do. So we don't see what we normally see when it comes to Bechem United.
Okay.
They are fast transition, attacking and both the flanks and everything. We don't see that.
Okay, so they are back on the pitch. It's now time for the second 45 in our featured match of the day. Bechem United drawing goalless against Medeama Sporting Club.
Game. Mohamed Misbah trying to get everybody in place as we start. There's been a lot of talking points about the two jerseys being identical, but the coaches still wear T of a face. Looks on to say that they are pretty much ready for the game to start. So Medeama AC, it's more like searching for that only win that probably tames and really gives them the boost that they need. So you've got the Premier League going for them. At least you look to see the coronation should be happening. Salim here. And yet again, it's just have his shot just going straight down to the goalkeeper. Again, he just had to loosen it. But quietly so, this is where the two teams want to come into the game looking to fight on into the Premier League. It's another quality moment there for both sides. And so Medeama AC just talked about the side that the last time Medeama really got into this particular venue, they beat Bechem by 2-1, with goals coming from Jonathan Soa and Ebenezer Nkrumah giving them the win, and Sifas Mante scored the consolation goal there for Bechem United. And Bechem United have conceded only 4 goals against Medeama at home and scored 20 goals as well. So particularly looking into how the two sides will be coming yet into the game with that same performance that you're looking forward to display here. And so there comes the opportunity. Bechem United just to have the balls in their own half. Medeama AC trying to get the balls back into the half there of Medeama AC is being done down by the captain, Abdul Razak Al-Hassan. And quietly so, they still want to see how best to be working up Bechem United and so where Nyako. And not the best of control there for captain Augustine Okra.
And I'm sure he'll be quite disappointed. You could see the gesture. He doesn't want those balls lofted to him. He wants them on the ground. He's much more quicker, much more dangerous with his foot down, on his height.
Bit of a disappointment there for the silence. Still going to be a lot of work there for the side. Medeama looking to get a first goal here, and so that was the foul on Godson. God knows Japasu. Yao is looking to really take care of the set piece. Japasu again, and indicated on the turf there in terms of the balls there, and so it's going to be an opportunity here. Yao says long ball to the far post. Once again, it's going to be a goalkeeper's ball. It's been picked up.
That was quite a poor delivery there, and easy for any goalkeeper ending to latch onto.
Opportunity now for Taf Suleimana, and he's been flagged here for a foul. And quietly so, he disagrees with the assistant referee on the far side, Alex Osam. And again, it's Fuzi Taylor trying to have some bit of a word there. Pretty much not the best of decisions. Again, it looks to me a very soft foul here.
Shoulder to shoulder,
yeah,
you expect you are
absolutely.
not to be much stronger after that initial challenge that came from, Fuzi Taylor. You expected him to carry on, but not in the pace that he wanted. Looked like he was tumbling in that process, and once he couldn't get past Fatau, he decided to go for the fall.
Okra again delivers into the ball. Last one is the target. Couldn't quite get to it. Azaya Nyako takes the ball straight back to Okra, and Mate deals with it. A good recovery here for Bechem United to get back into their defensive shells, winning back possession. And the Hunters really hunting this game and not allowing things to go anyhow they wanted.
Well, Kelvin Obeng there once again couldn't time his run. Very good win of the ball by Mante. Made that quick pass. That has been his problem throughout the afternoon. I need to quickly work on that.
Kofi Tompo tracks the ball to left-hand side, and now it's been cleared. Yosin was really trying to get into the ball. Other than the bezel connection to the ball here, and Bechem United quietly so will lose possession. Azan Yako, and he's been called out on possession.
It's already on a yellow card, and needs to be careful. He quickly pulled the shots of Fuzi Taylor there. It was quite a decent win of the ball, but he went right into the groin of Fuzi Taylor. You could see him. There's no way the referee was going to allow that to slide right in front of him. Good call.
I just spoke about the Medeama setup and talked about the last time they beat Bechem United here was Ebenezer Nkrumah, who's currently on the bench there for Medeama. They did score in that game, but now not part of today's setup. Japasu. Risaki brings one forward. And trying to pick up the run here of Kelvin Obeng, and again he's also Joshua fouled. Yahweh Champong. I talk about Medeama SC and have to go back into the last time they were beaten in this game between them and Bechem United. There's a lot of talking points about the Medeama setup and how disciplined they have been in the Premier League.
Lots of aggression in there from Godness Japasu. Isaiah Nyako quite surprised. Went in and it was clearly a stand. He went in with another star showing. To say he nearly hurt himself in the process. Isaiah Nyako, diminutive figure, but quite difficult to outmuzzle inside central midfield position.
Razak. They'll say his ball up front. For Medeama, and so that's Augustine Okra. The last time they beat Bechem by 4-0 at this particular venue. He scored and also saw the team having a lot of players getting red cards. A bit of a talk about this performance of Bechem United. And there you have Isaiah Nyako. And so fine space are thrown as the sign of Yosin. And again, Nyako. And once again, you have to talk about that interception there from Fatau Sulemana. Just coming into the effort of Isaiah Nyako. Once again, a very, very close shave opportunity for Bechem United.
You can see the fans were eager for the opener. Brilliant start of that attack by Isaiah Nyako. Got the ball to Godfred Yosin. Good cutback. Augustine Okra was just waiting for that pass. Isaiah decided to go with a curler into the left corner of the goalpost. But good sliding tackle there from Fatau.
Another ball here to near post of Fatau Sulemana to the rescue.
He's doing quite a decent job with regards to his defensive duties.
Sort of pushing the shot in the box, delivered. Once again, Bechem looking to get a lot of men forward. And Yao says clearance. Only to the centre back, and quietly so he defends his line beautifully. Free jumping up. Oh, swishy played out to the right hand side, finds Yao. Not here in the box is Augustine Okra. Yao on the left hand side looking to hit one in. Another block there from Fatau Sulemana. Kofi Tompo. Bechem on the rise, and Salim Adams calms everything down. A free here, intercept. Salim. Up to Razak Al-Assad once again. He's been fouled here, but tell you what, is obviously very free and looking to have some bit of a contestation there with the referee.
The off-the-ball incident, Kingsley Bryce stepping right onto the heels of Derek Atefrie. Referee was close to the action. Warning to Bryce. It was a needless challenge given. You know, Bechem that freedom from being in a very tight situation.
Yeah, Fatau Sulemana hands are given a big foot forward. Right. Oh, lovely work here from the big man, and Jamina goes in with a lit tackle. And this is for the team, and a yellow card for the central midfielder. And it was completely beaten there by the centre forward, Kingsley Bry.
Clearly brilliant play there from Bry. Quick twist and a turn there. It's quite a cynical challenge there from Jamina. There's always going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, he acknowledges that certainly was a very, very standoffish tackle there against Kingsley Bryan, so he deservedly so. He should be shown a yellow card. He actually showed it to the referee. I know I'm at fault here.
Bechem would have a lot to think about. Jamina and Isaiah, two central midfielders, now on yellow cards.
And so they walk on a very tight rope here, and so it's going to be Footy Taylor's ball delivered into the box and repelled by the man on the yellow card. Jamina. Anno. Quality work here from Anno. Oh, nice play. And so is there confirmation of the scoreline here at the stadium, and so Anno picks the pieces up here. Augustine Okra waiting for it. And quietly he's been stopped in his tracks. Medeama AC doing their best to ensure that nothing really goes past the central defenders. Yet another foul here by Okra.
Augustine Okra has come more central and put Godfrey Yosin to the left-hand side of the attack. He seems to be opening up spaces and giving Bechem lots of opportunities to be passing the ball, because he's just getting into his movement, causing some bit of shuffling inside the first third of the pitch for Medeama.
Is Okra, and once again dragging the ball forward here. With Augusto Okra has been given the pace to move forward, and he also gives it sluggishly away for Medeama AC to have players coming in. The ball already up the line.
That was quite a poor pass there from Augusto Okra, and Medeama have also given the ball away too easily. Bechem gradually picking up the pieces and coming into the party. Clearly see a bit of talking to assistant referee has to make in a retake of the throw-in.
Well, so it's going to be Okai, the goal scorer against Summertex. Has been given a chance, Samuel Okai, to come in, and he comes in to replace Godfred Yorson.
It's a like-for-like substitution. There's going to be lots of movement up front with Okai on. Not going to be that direct man. Bechem would want to go quickly with the long ball. He's got to join Augusto Okra, dealing with a lot of running and movement.
Yawase. And now it's Salim. Trying to get the ball, maybe. A little bit of a showboating here by Kinsley Yobing.
It was quite surprising how he allowed that ball to just get past him. But as you can see, injured. Salim, brilliant one in there. Braille. Missing. His touch. You can clearly see a miscue there from Abdulrazak Alassan. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Looked to have fallen from there, from an ankle problem.
Medeama has kept a total of 12 clean sheets in the season, with all coming from Felix Che. So they average 1.3% chance goals scored per match and 0.7% goals conceded per match. The last time Medeama FC won an away match was about 3 months ago as a 2-1 win against Bechem FC back in January 17th in Tema. Meantime, they do also have another set piece here.
So yeah, Champon giving away that free kick quite easily. Kelvin Obeng rising high. It's just a batch right into him, preventing him from leaping to have control of that ball. So once you show your hand, give the referee no other option than to give a free kick. It's a quite an okay position for Salim Adams. His first free kick was quite not what you know of him.
Oh, so they have to defend this one here. 3 players just behind the ball. Fatal Suleimana, Salim, and Alfuzi Taylor also behind the ball here. And it's going to be Salim who fancies this one. Salim! Trademark effort there. Salim Adams. You never would want to give him this chance on a silver plate. He will take it and take everything in it.
That was quite a fantastic drive there. You could see Tumput moving away from the wall. But decent goalkeeping there from Eni. He knew it was coming direct with lots of power, parrying that over the goalpost. The wall failed to do his job, but the goalkeeper did his job.
Well, sent it. It's going to be Enin's ball, collected beautifully, not being challenged.
This is a quite decent work, coming out to pick up a lot of these.
Arnott switching now to the left-hand side, and he's got Manuel Mante to contend with. Gets the upper hand over him. Quality defensive work there, and again there's going to be a foul, and that's Samuel Okai. Bechem United really have won 2 out of their last 5 games with 2 wins in a row, beating Adriana FC and Summertex by 2 goals to 1. This find a scoring boot as they have scored 6 in the last 5 Premier League matches, and so the appointment of Kobnemis and Malam Yaya has made a lot of difference to Bechem United, which now put them 10th on the Premier League log with 36 points.
He's actually done a lot. We're questioning his capability to survive with the Ghana Premier League team. They know that Kobnemis has always been one of the tough managers to beat in the Division 1 league. But he's now actually coming to show his mettle. He's doing that, you know, with little fuss, gradually building a strong force for Bechem United once again.
Still trying to find spaces there. Kofi Tompo's ball, very poor one. I think he was trying to pick up Augustino Okra.
The intent was clear, execution not going as planned.
Well, they're expecting a little of the Easter break to have given the fans a lot of opportunities for them to just come in and watch this game Monday. But not seeing plenty of them respected here in Bechem. And the keeper just out of his line, but the flag has really gone up.
And take Calvin Obey, knowing he has a lot to do to be able to. That was cleanly, you know, Fatah was onside. Not sure that's the best of calls from the official.
Jomna, and here comes Saki. He's got to deal with the goalkeeper, and Saki once again to the rescue. And Okai really working hard to ensure that at least he's able to deal with the situation. Okai. Kofi Tompo. Snowcrow once again was just waiting for the ball. Salim. And here comes Obeng, and Braille just waiting. Obeng once again squares one for Braille, but the goalkeeper once again and in clears. Zanyako once again foul here, and the Fatah Suleimana going for it. Tearing and moves everybody apart. And a sliding tackle really have to come in from Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
So that was quite a very good run there from Fatah. But good defensive work coming in from Abdul Razak Al Hassan. He's not willing to take any chances.
Bechem United found India scoring both with 6 goals in their last 5 matches. But interestingly, they have conceded 8 within a round. They conceded 3 goals twice against Bechem FC and Nations FC. And once again, they have been one of the highest conceding sides in the league. Only a better of 11 Wonders with 48 goals conceded so far. Joined with Young Apostles on 30 goals and corner kick taken. And once again, ending dropping the ball. But I'm not here. He's got a blistering pace like his senior brother. Both of them with the name Yawano. And dragging the ball again. Not the best connection to the ball. So couldn't quite get to Okra.
Decision making from him hasn't been the best. You can see frustration from Augustine Okra. He feels more prudent decisions could have been made. Getting into the final third of the pitch and not being able to find, you know, the chances in crucial areas. Always doesn't excite.
The 20 minutes already gone on the clock here in Bechem. Rod Jamana is on a yellow card. Of the ball incident there with the referee trying to.
I think that it's about dissent. Yo, Champon bringing down his man. Jamna felt it was a weak touch for Obeng to fall down in the process. I like the authority from his bow. Tanko quickly has words with Obeng. As a forward, he was one of the lethal weapons of Borussia Dortmund during his time, 1997. But his players are not equally given. Same.
Taylor. And going to have Okai here. Kofi Tompo finds Isaiah Nyako. And he's got nobody to deal with. And trying to slip there, Isaiah Nyako. Able to hold it. And finds Jamina. It's been fouled there by Salim Adams.
It's quite surprising. Isaiah Nyako, you can see Augustine Okra calling him out. He wanted that quick pass, but Isaiah Nyako had to delay and find Jamina when Medeama covered the space. Salim in a rush to win back possession. And Jamina is fine. He had quite a decent game. So Bechem are not holding it back.
Well, you just said something about the fans early on, but now they're trying to prove you wrong. They're here to enjoy every bit of the football as they come out with their dance moves. Okra once again, another ball whipped into the 18-yard box and has been dealt it by Yawase. How to find a way to clear. Lovely here too. Braille, goalkeeper in and out of his line, and Braille looking to get a goal here, but it has to be dealt with by Frié. Goalkeeper was completely beaten to it. The rescue was a Frié. And it's always going to be the work rate of Medeama. Salim Fuzi was the target here, and Okai on the right hand side is No. Also racing in the box, waiting for No is Augustine Okra. He has scored 3 out of Bechem United 5 goals from the last 5 games, with 10 total goals this season after reaching 50 Premier League goals for Bechem United, and he has opened the scoring here. Augustine Okra, he's got his stand, and he certainly is the local boy who always gets it done for Bechem United.
Brilliant play there on the break. Samuel Okai picked up the ball, laid it off to Ano, running to the penalty area. There's a quick delivery across the face of the goalpost. Nothing goalkeeper Felix Che could have done. And Augustine Okra has instinctive quality, getting it at the far post and nodding it right into the net. Quick break and a very good pass, brilliantly finished by the captain of the team. He's always wanted that, and he wouldn't care about taking off his shirt. Look at Ano inside the penalty area, a slide to cut the ball back in, and Okra at far post had very little to do. He wouldn't matter given the opener and taking a yellow card.
Well, no one has a star named after him, and then Nigeria Park 2 substitution there to be made. Bechem United with the introduction of Rasco Abbas London. And also coming in there is Ramsey entry. And so Isaiah Nyako is out.
I think that's a good decision there from
Kofi Tompo as well.
Good decision there from the coach. Isaiah is on a yellow card and he wouldn't want to take chances. I think that, Tompo hasn't really, glittered. Foster Sakite.
Well, the man, the goal scorer, is also being withdrawn, Augustine Okra. And so that's it.
It's quite surprising. But, Augustine Okra's changed. I wasn't expecting him to come off. But Ramsey is also going to offer them lots and lots of pace up front. Ramsey entry. I was thinking that Okra could have been left in the game. His experience quite working to perfection.
Decision here. Bechem United certainly getting a lot of the calls now.
Look at Ramsey there. Was trying to find Sakite. Sakite just went in and you could see a rash challenge from Jacob Amu. He just right into it and had it starts right into the tie of Foster Sakite, who just came on. It was quite a reckless challenge there. He couldn't survey its surroundings and know that Sakite is just getting to a stretch. It's a trailing leg. The match officials don't matter when it's a trailing leg. Tanko has a lot of thinking to do now. This could be another blow for them in the title chase, because Gold Stars against Nations FC at home. So it's difficult. Malam Yaya quickly trying to have a quick word with Ano. Knows that he's capable of delivering quality. Kobnemis are also up. Have a little of a quarter of an hour to win this game.
Clearly they will be excited. They can't drive from the long range. Quality there for Samuel Atugba. Medeama would have to respond quickly with the substitutions coming in here. And they want to introduce Prince Owusu. And again, it's going to be Oping, who is going to be withdrawn. Kingsley Oping is out there for the introduction of Nana Kofi Babil. And also Fuzi Taylor is out for Prince Owusu.
Look at the substitutions Ibrahim Tanko and Medeama have made. Nana Kofi Babil give them like for like for Kelvin Obeng, but he's more quicker with the ball. Prince Owusu to help their transition and creation of chances, which means Salim drops a bit more deeper as Owusu advances.
A bit of an interesting story there for Samuel Okai, who's currently the man holding everything down. He's actually changed the attacking phase of Bechem United. Samuel Okai, who scored against Samatex and made the team of the week 27.
That was exactly what Kobnemis wanted. Wanted someone to jog Gaston Okra. And we put in the defense in 6s and 7s with their movement through the channels. And that was one such movement that brought about the goal.
It's going to be a yellow card. And again, it's going to be a lot of concern here. Ramsey entry, his introduction, and just picks up a yellow card here.
I think that was a ragged challenge there coming in there from Ramsey. He wanted to get to the ball, but he was late. And the tackling from behind, right on the heels of Prince Owusu, who just came on. So Prince Owusu is healthy and is back on. So it's for the game to continue. So Ramsey entry is going to work a very tight rope for the rest of the game.
Well, again, it's going to be Salim. As a handball against Alano, the provider of the goal.
So he's wasted the kick there, Salim, but thankfully he's been gifted another one. Ball seemed to have come off the face of Yawano. Very much unhappy with the decision from the referee. The goalkeeper and he knows the quality of Salim in such long drives. We want to organize a very good human wall to deal with a strike.
Well, you talk about it. And so Salim once again, fancy this one. Salim gets a wall. Flag definitely would have to go up here.
So clearly an offside there. So Mano Mante wanted to get into a good position, but it was Rich Saki who quickly moved. Once again, he was too quick. The ball coming off him. Look to be ending coming off with some pain after that challenge, trying to prevent the Saki from scoring. He's had an okay game. So a couple of decent saves. That could be enough to win all points. Jacob Nemesa and Sethel Sewaya having quite a hearty conversation. Brahim Tanko is in Wonderland trying to find solutions.
It hasn't really been the sort of performance for Tanko, and losing some of the matches here. I was expecting to see how best they, well, the yellow side who defeat here will be a very disappointing one there for the side, especially so when they have had to hold almost everything perfectly in the Premier League, isn't it? But as approaching the last 10 minutes of the game. After 27 games, Bechem has 10 wins, 6 draws and 11 defeats in the Premier League. They've scored 24 goals and have conceded 30. They hold on to this. It might be 28 games with 11 wins. That's exactly what they want to achieve in the Premier League, Bechem United. And now it's Babil who is being pulled through here. Might want to drag the ball back. And now Yao Ose's ball into the box and cleared. Comes the entry pitting. And here comes Chapasu. Again looking for Yao Ose. Finds him on the right. Advertise a long ball to the ball. Goalkeeper hesitated a little bit. And once again, you're going to have a nose ball into the box. Always looking to find entry. And Medeama in total control once again. It's going to Fatal Suleimana. Dragging it back, Mano Mante here for Medeama SC, and here comes Salim Adams, waiting here. Prince Owusu on the left-hand side, now switching play to the left and flag up against Fatal Suleimana.
Another offside there. Fatal seemed to have run quickly just before the pass was made. We clearly see Prince Owusu a bit disappointed there, but I'm not sure Fatal would have been able to fetch that pass.
I'll tell you what, there you have the side, and Jamna is on a yellow card already, and so this is it.
He needs to be careful. Look at Ano sending that one in. Brilliant goal there. Keston Okra. Samuel Okai picked up the ball, saw the run of Ano. His first start nearly let him down, but he strived to send that ball in. And Keston Okra.
Just like the way he's actually relaxed there watching the game. Already on a yellow card for removing his jersey.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Absolutely, he wouldn't.
He's done his bet.
Yeah.
He's left it for his colleagues to defend the goal or possibly get another.
He needs to relax at this moment, just hoping that the team will hold on to it. They're doing their best to hold on. Just want to make sure that they hold on to the lead here. But Bechem United have kept a total of 17 clean sheets this season, with first choice goalkeeper Benjamin Asiedu having 12, making him the second joint best with Benjamin Asari, Mohamed Kamara, and Felix Che with Zakaria Musa of Samatex leading with 15 clean sheets.
I think it's been quite decent from the goalkeepers, but you can also say attackers are not scoring enough. The quality of finishing hasn't been great. But decent and excellent goalkeeping from some of these showstoppers. Benjamin Asari.
Yeah. A bit interesting and start here for Bechem United. They are one of the top home performers in the Premier League, I would say. Salim conducting affairs from every point of the stadium. Bechem United now retreating. They have now formed a ring around the 18-yard box. And being pushed back. Yaosei here for Medeama. Dragged the ball back and was just almost getting to the end there where Medeama thought they should have equalized here. And the man who was just introduced here, it is Babil. Bechem now want to have a player down.
Look at that very good cut back. Oh, of course, Kofi Babil to get that on target, but once again, was sliding into meeting the ball. And he's miscued that effort. Lots of decent chances falling to Medeama, but they haven't made it count in the game. That has been their situation, similar situation in the league. Kofi Babil knows there's a lot more expected from him.
Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. Bechem United are one of the top home performers. They are ranked 4th with 9 wins at home, only behind Karela and Holy Stars with 10 wins each, while Gold Stars lead with 11 wins at home this season. And they want to add this to it. You're making it 10 home wins this season for Bechem United.
I think that's been great, very solid when they're at home. That has been their trump card into surviving every single season. The quality they possess every single time becomes difficult for teams to get, points here at this particular venue. And that has been crucial to their survival and being away from the bottom of the Ghana Premier League table.
While they can still have opportunity here going forward. Sakite gets a corner kick until the last 6 minutes of the game plus at a time. Bechem United.
Sakite wasn't willing to give up on that chase. They did well forcing. This man Yaosei give the ball away for a corner kick.
And Medeama really the best of performers, ranked 12th in terms of current form with only 5 points from the last 5 games, conceding 4 and scoring 4. Corner kick here. Bechem United looking for a second, at least a cushion. Now that to the far post once again has been repelled. Now they try to move forward here. Bechem in trouble. This time, Enin would have to come in.
A poor pass there from Mano Mante. You see, the goalkeeper will have all the time in the world before picking this up.
It wouldn't sound right for Medeama, especially who are looking to be league winners, because Medeama have not won any of their last 4 away games. They've drawn 2 and lost 2, and this is going to be their 5th away game. And here they are trailing by a goal to 0.
That is some characteristic of a team that wants to win the league. They need to be grinding points at home. Unfortunately for them, even at home, they've dropped so many points this season. Especially the most disappointing one when Hoho United traveled to beat them by 2-1. That game, goalkeeper Felicien misses from the spot.
It's your last couple of minutes there into the game here, and so still the home side, Bechem 1, Medeama 0. Salim. So far they've been in total control there. Amu, Japasu, Yaosei, Medeama. Almost all the players back in the half of Bechem United. And she's definitely going to have the likes of Risaki playing a role there. Enin once again, who is deputizing for Benjamin.
I think he's been solid coming up to pick up those crosses and set pieces. Not even one has gone wrong. I think he's actually commanded his defensemen too well today on a very crucial afternoon.
I'm trying to get almost everybody back into the game. And here they go again. And player goes to ground and the referee says no, the illegal tackle. And here they go again. I was looking for the killer pass here, but again, couldn't get to Samalukai. And definitely going to be a foul here. Drummond once again is still on the pitch.
It's lucky to have escaped this.
Not too many, 17 of the fouls there for Bechem and 23 to Medeama.
We've been fouled most times.
And here into the box and that's going to be a penalty. He was dragged from behind. Medeama do have a breather here. And it's certainly going to be a free who has been adjudged to have pulled Prince Owusu. After all the work, and here you are, extension of the arm there. Look at that.
It's clearly uncalled for. Derek Tefree, Prince Owusu, very silky. Clean him. Sure, Abdul Razak Alasan was running to, but that was great work there from Kingsley Braye. And Derek just let his team down. It was clearly a pull. He's had quite a decent game, but that was a moment of poor decision. Just given away. Penalty. Medeama have missed a number of penalties in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully they have one converted.
Well, they missed one against All United.
Felice. And Mubarak, the captain, has missed the number.
Salim Adams is the man to see if he can get something. Salim! They have something back. And they still want to be the league leaders. And they want to be the league champions, Medeama SC. And Salim Adams converts beautifully to now balance the equation. Bechem 1, Medeama 1.
That was a beautiful penalty there. Struck with conviction. Struck with conviction beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. Mid-range. And there was no way the goalkeeper was going to get onto that. Perfect penalty from Salim Adams. Look at that. With a bit of a swirl of the ball to the far post.
Well, they still feel there's plenty of time for a goal here. 6 minutes of added time. Well, eventually it's going to be a foul here against Medeama. Still back to the walls there, looking for a win. I mentioned to you the last time Medeama won an away match was about 3 months ago. And still not be able to win any of the last 4 away games. Still counts as a game that they are looking to see if they can get it.
So goalkeeper ending down there, having a bit of a treatment. You can see it's more like he's dizzy, feeling the heat.
Still not going to be it there for the home side, who are looking to see if they were going to get their 10th home win in the Premier League. But Medeama really would want to give them a fight. It's going to be Mano Nkrumah, the man who did score here the last time Medeama beat Bechem United. Now has been given a chance to come in for the right fullback, I would say.
So like for like replacement there. Beneza has to finish the job in the final minutes of the game. Osei signal to his coach Ibrahim Chanku to substitute him because he was feeling pain. He cannot continue the game. Thankfully, goalkeeper up on his feet.
A lot of play here, players Brought down in Sulemana. Chepstrand couldn't get to the ball. Low trickeries here. Ibn Nkrumah's confirmation of his introduction to the game.
There was a very good show of strength there to win that ball. It's quite a decent position for Bechem to try restore their lead.
Corner kick here for the home side, and Samuel, two-burst ball, and again a header goes out wide. There's a big centre man. Abdul Razak Al-Hassan was in there 3 minutes of the 6 minutes added on has been played.
That was quite a good lift from him. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the ball on target.
Okay. Drumming up. Oh, the best of clearance there from Medeama. Nkrumah beating. And again, a long ball forward here, looking to pick up Brahe. Will work now. And says Benny cleared. Only as far as Ano. And trying to lift this one up against the goalkeeper.
That was poor decision making there in poor execution from Ano. Someone look, I wanted them to work the ball into the penalty area from quite a distance. They need to be more clinical to beat goalkeeper Felix J.
Bechem United really unbeaten in the last 8 home matches with 7 wins. It's got some draws against Scarilla as well. Still maintain their home invincibility, making it 9 games they haven't been able to lose at home. Here comes Brahe, and he's got a champon. Brahe goes around the champon in the box looking for penalty decision, but the referee was going to give a yellow card to Brahe for dramatizing and again trying to cut the referee's attention for him to give a penalty.
Kingsley Brahe is quite disappointed. He got past Yao Champon, got into the penalty area, and look at him. Oh, the theatrics. Expected him to do the theatrics. Those 2 light attacks from a Champon. For the referee to give a penalty needless from Brahe. He was in control of the ball. He expected him to do justice in the final minutes.
Drumming up. There's a foul here against Okai.
So it's Saki clattering into the calf of this man. So free kick in quite a very good position.
Still having what teams having
end-to-end action.
Yeah.
Equal share of possession.
Yeah.
That has been the case in the second half so far.
We're done with the 6 minutes of at a time. Might be a very good March Day 28 game there for teams here. It's a good fight. It's been a very quality display there by the 2 teams. There's a set piece taken by Samuel Chuba. Shea throws one down. It's certainly going to be a foul. Yet again, a yellow card will be flashed. And it goes straight down to Foster Sakite.
He's taking one for the team. He knew exactly what to do to prevent Mante from advancing. And he's cut that run. Look at that. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Foster Sakite was on loan from Bechem United to Young Apostles last season and returned after contributing 4 goals last season to a side. Well, I tell you what, it's been a very balanced equation there for both teams. Bechem United still unbeaten in the last 9 home matches, and that was with 7 wins there. As a Bechem United really trying to work hard and ensure that at least the home invincibility is kept intact. And for Medeama SC, it's really been a very difficult moment for their side. They still have not won any of their last 5 away games. They have had to draw 3.
So the story after 90 minutes is that it's ended and it's even between the two sides in our first game of match week 28 in the Ghana Premier League. Bechem United holding league leaders Medeama Sporting Club to a 1-all draw. We saw a beauty of a goal from Augustine Okra, his 51st goal in the Ghana Premier League, his 11th this season, which takes him on top of the goal scorers chart together with Atta Kumi there. But then the response from Salim Adams from 12 yards to make it 1-1 in our featured match of the day. My name is Joseph Okuku. We are live on Max TV. I'm still here in the studios with Coach Vincent Abiu and then also Coach Iyao Ichampong. Welcome back, gentlemen. But Coach, fair result, Coach Abiu.
Fair result. I think this is going to be a barren game. Yeah. And at least they were able to produce 1-1. And we saw a better second half compared to the first half. I think we saw the team, they did a good transition. That was from, I think, Sakiti Osaki, who crossed the ball from the left side. And the best, like we told you, they know the field very well, especially converted. And this is the mind of the two players. Such goals are goals rehearsed. It's a training pattern. You can clearly say it's a training pattern. Look at the build-up from the middle. Yeah. The ball moved the flanks, and look at the rate at which Saki was moving. Just, he was not watching anything. He knew a player was going to be there, and he knew Augustine Okra was going to be there. It's a well-rehearsed pattern, and I think such an experienced player, watch the height, watch his height, watch the balls from the passer. The mind of the passer and the receiver must have the same mind. Sometimes the reason we don't score goals, you are thinking differently. You should think what I'm thinking. I should think what you are thinking. That makes it difficult. That is why it looks like we don't have goal scorers in our league. No. But this one, once they move, I'm not at their training ground, but you could feel something that has been rehearsed. So once they saw the opportunity, look at the way he moved steadily with the ball, entered, and he could have done a cutback to face the goalkeeper himself, but he knew, to look at the pace at which they were just moving. So you saw the transition. You saw the speed and the flight of the ball, and he nodded it into the post. So it tells you this is what we want to see. So it was a good second half, and I think I am so happy with this score line. The reason being that, assuming Medeama won this game, there are certain people who just sit at home and said, we knew it was going to happen. I'm happy this scoreline came this way. I want to face certain people to tell them that they've never known anything. Those parting is destroying the league. I don't know whether you travel around. Sometimes certain scoreline comes in, then people will predetermine that, that is why they beat Samates. You are discrediting the coaches and the players who won that game against Samates. So I think it was a good game, and I enjoyed the second half. It could have been a better game if the apparels were different, but I think there was an improved second half. Both coaches did very well to improve the game, and that penalty came. I think the player panicked. That was the Bechem defender. You know, there's one thing. Anytime you see an opposition player, you said something, and it's what the players don't do in Ghana. Identify the strength of the player. The player on the ball couldn't kick with that leg. So assuming you are so sure you identify it, then you can block that path. Look at the path. There was no way he was going to kick that ball. So occasionally, if he does, it becomes like a miracle. But this one, he was going to correct it very well and play. But I think it was a good game. The second half was more enjoyable.
Enough contact to have warranted a penalty then?
There was enough contact. The referee got it right. I think the referee...
He even hold the jerseys. He was pulling the jerseys.
So you could see clearly, Coach? But you think at least Medeama, looking at the time, they got an equalizer. They deserve a point from this game.
Oh, I think the last 20 minutes they really fought. They really fought, so they deserve a point. And then I was the Bechem coach who have, I don't know what happened to Okra, because he was controlling the game and they are on top, and then all of a sudden after the goal he was pulled out. Maybe he's injured or something, I don't know. But normally, you know, when you score and immediately you start making the change, if you don't take time, it slows the pace of the game. But I don't know why he just changed after scoring the goal immediately. So it's a fair game and it's okay for both coaches.
But you think that with that scoreline, you'd say Medeama are still, you know, in firm control of the league race now?
I think it's better than none. Because if they have lost, maybe going back, the pressure will be on them. So getting away points, I think is okay. It will still motivate them to do well in the next home game. Still the pressure will be on them because we don't know what will happen tomorrow with Gold Stars and Nation. Maybe it can also end 1-1 because Nation, like I said, Coach Frimpong Manso would love to go and prove a point. So it won't be easy for a Gold Stars to win. Though, looking at the records, everybody, or we will give them maybe 70-30. But I believe it won't be an easy game tomorrow. Maybe it will end 1-1. But if Gold Stars win, it won't be a surprise.
All right, so full time from the Nana Fosu Park, where Bechem United have drawn 1-0 with Medeama Sporting Club. So after that result, it means that Medeama Sporting Club have now opened up a 2-point gap between themselves and BBD Gold Stars, who are yet to play. They will play tomorrow at home against Nations FC. Let's now head for a commercial break. When we are back, we'll delve deeper into the discussions.
Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Bechem.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? The stadium was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Yes, see, Zepe Biayi.
Yami pe biami.
Zepe bia yi mechi.
Oh baby, we are sure.
Yee. Take everything.
Machine back on a
Zepe bia yi.
Pacho, mo fa surely number why. Iron kettle.
Jima pe bia.
O mi.
Pacho, that is where I do my shopping.
Baby, share LG fridge ni share le bi na wo pacho my friend.
You too.
Baby ni na. Pacho mo park ni yanko why.
I'm shopping here there. That's right. Yes, Zugwa. Ebusian for Max by a baby it's going with the oyampa. Once a minute you have quality and authentic again. Now baby from 10 to 15 is it and oyam Max by massive Easter promo. Not the or the baby do. Mama Jimete catch you can to the Max by the Busian. I had to go in here and walk out.
Babe na fridge no.
That's how I
for fridge number.
I'm a fridge.
Fridge no LG fridge no.
Now how are you delivery? Pastor my young coffee what's about?
Come to me.
What's up with you?
Okay, uncle.
Can you uncle? Miss wait, uncle.
Here with the head coach of Medeama, that is Ibrahim Tako. Coach, I mean, in the end, it ended 1-1. You're going away with a point. But do you think the scoreline is a true reflection of what you saw?
No, I don't think so, because looking at the first half, I think we should have scored 1 or 2 more because we have the best chances. I mean, we control the game the whole first half. Normally, we have to win this game.
It's been an Achilles heel for your team. You create loads of chances, but unable to score. What is really the problem?
No, I think we have to get confidence in front of goal. And when you look at the chances that Kingsley had, it's just about the confidence. I mean, we build up very well from back and then through midfield, and then at the end, the strikers have to score. So we will work on it.
In the last 5 minutes, you stepped up the gear. You got a penalty. You scored. Do you think you ran out of time?
Yes, of course, because normally looking, I think 85 minutes, we have to do something, and then bringing Prince in, I think he give us more stable in the middle, and then he get the penalty for us. So, let's go and then prepare for the next game against Kotoko.
Still on top of the league now with 2 points. Go Stars will play tomorrow. Is that a worry for you? Is that something that you need to think about?
No, I don't think so, because I always said we only have to think about our game. We can't do anything over there, so we always have to look at our game, and then at the end we see who will be the champion.
Next up, Kotoko, what needs to change?
No, I don't. We are playing home, I think, and we just have to get our 3 points, nothing more.
Thanks very much, Coach Ibrahim Tanko. He is the head coach of Medeama Strength. Coach, I mean, in the end, it's a draw for you. You've gotten 1 point, but what is your general assessment of the game?
What I can say about the game is that we played with the league leaders, and when you are playing with leaders, they have more confidence than you play with determination, because you want to make sure you score them. But as I'm saying, they also come here with the mentality that as they are leading the table, they are supposed to win at all costs, because they are losing here, it will be disaster for them, because who knows tomorrow if Gold Stars can win. So I'm okay with the 1-1 draw. We manage it. One day we drew and they came here, they have also drew, and it's okay. We manage it.
Of course, when I met you in Accra some few weeks back, you talked about Augustine Okra. He was on target again. How would you describe his performance?
Today he played well. Looking at his goal, unfortunately we got a point. We wanted to substitute him, but we maintained him for some time. And Lo Amyori, he gave us the goal, and we know that anytime he scores here, there's no way we can equalize. So we are sure that we have won the game, but fortunately or unfortunately, Medeama equalized.
But overall, how important is this point to your cause of survival?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because we wanted the points at all costs. But drawing at home, we can exchange it with draw at Samabo and win at home. So we manage it. It's good for us. We'll see the way forward next time.
Well, thanks very much. I wish you the very best. Coach Kwabena Evisa is the head coach of Bechem United. He says that he's actually going to take that 1 point because their previous game before this one, they won at a Samurai Boy. Now, we've had a lot of Yawanos in the Ghana Premier League, and we have one year. Yaw, and watch a man of the match. One Casano game no own is saying.
First of all, like it is Sirabe Miami. To give me Banabi. And be very happy, but Yantimian we need match. Like you say, and then which me anya 3 points, but Yantimiania. Today, basically, they are Sirabe Miami.
Of some will lose concentration at the end because now I 5 minutes to the end of the game, and I'm consider that penalty.
Yeah, Yantimian finish game. I say, yeah, relax kakra. Until no name like penalty never motivated. But
most man started season here. They say more pick up. The one who know amount crunch say Bechem United able to survive relegation.
Yeah, you be survive for relegation.
Okay. But then I'll be catching Bechem fans.
Like make us Bechem fans they say it almost say omofa water eti. Like any encoy but and you say you be lose hope. You say wait me I. You promise him won't say like you me courage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know is voted or was voted.
All right, so Mutala Yakubu speaking to both coaches, and that was the man of the match in our featured game. Yao, I know he put up a splendid performance for his side, but unfortunately they could only claim a point from that game as they continue with their league survival ambitions. I'm still here with both coaches. Coach, we've heard from both coaches, and normally you talk about the fact that the post-match gives you a clue as to if the coaches are content, and even if they have the next game in mind. You look at the demeanor of both coaches, especially with Ibrahim Tanko, because he is fighting for the league. And what does that tell you?
I think he's playing Kotoko, so there's a little bit of headache there, especially when you're playing a big team close to that area and you're a little bit not stable at home, then you find it difficult. But I think I like the way he went about it. His focus has been on Medeama, not focusing on Kotoko in his post-match.
Don't they just say these things, because definitely you would have that in mind.
That one is your subconscious mind.
Okay.
At the moment, you don't bring it to your conscious mind.
Okay.
So once you sit in the bus now, then the conscious mind will be absent. Then the subconscious mind will bring it to you, whether you like it or not. It will bring out to you. That is where the game starts. But with the post-match, you want to tell the fans what they need to hear, and you want to build the confidence. I always tell you, whatever you say in your post-match, in your pre-match, affects the players. Because somebody will record a portion and send it to the player. So you are telling the player we cannot even win the next game. But once he said we are focused and match after match, the same way when they receive that video too, they feel like, no, coach has so much belief. That's why we had a draw here. So I think they had a plan. Then Emisa had a plan. I think the plan worked. And one of his plan is based on partial superstition. That once he scores...
There's no way you equalize.
There's no way you can add up. So at least there was an equalizer and that ended the game. So I think they were informed us. We are looking up to something good next week. I think it's going to be hot throughout. Medeama will be playing Kotoko. Bechem, Bibian will be playing Ediana. House of Folk will be playing Vision next week. So I think from tomorrow, it takes shapes. Then we know exactly what is happening.
All right, so there you have it over there. That game between 11 Wonders Hawaii United not being played or handed, because Hawaii United, they have actually exited the league for now. But today our featured game ended 1-1. There are quite some interesting games coming up, and I'll be taking the predictions of my pundits here, because tomorrow there's Gold Stars against Nations. And in as much as Ibrahim Tanko will tell you, I'm not thinking about it. Definitely, he would want, Coach Yawachambo, he would want Nations FC to do him a favor.
Yeah, definitely. But let's look at House of Folk and then Young Apostles too.
Is it a draw game? Is it going to be a draw game?
No, look at the position of Young Apostles.
Yeah,
and then look at the performance of Accra House of Folk too. I think Young Apostles are also coming to do something. Because if they also have a point, it's okay for them.
Yeah.
Because Young Apostles, their philosophy is to make sure that they have to win all their home matches and then try to see if they can have a point outside. So the matches coming are all very, very interesting.
Let's take a look at the fixtures coming up again before we wrap up. I have my pundit here. Okay, all right. So, like you rightly said, but a bit on that Gold Stars Nations game. And now Gold Stars will be watching this game thinking, yeah, at least Medeama didn't win, they didn't lose either. It's 2 points. That's enough for them to feel like, yeah, we can win because they have the best home record in the league so far.
Yeah, this is where you start controlling the players emotionally. Because it plays positive and negatively. Because once they also watch this game, they feel like, okay, tomorrow at all costs, we need to do it. So this is where you need to go into their mind and manage them very well. But I feel it's more on the positive side, especially when it's a draw for your league leaders. Tomorrow, once we win, we'll be taken over by 1 point. By 1 point. So I think it's on the positive side. Then, like you said, the home games comes into being records. Our performance at home, they've been good. Assuming it was Adriana, I'll have my doubt a little at home. Because Adriana has been a good away team, better than home. But when it comes to BBNE, unless the final whistle, it's my bet is BBNE is winning tomorrow. That is my full bet.
You're so confident they are winning tomorrow?
Yes, because I've watched them at home and they hardly panic. So the match between them and Vision FC, right?
Yeah.
Was a match they realized that, okay, something can happen to us. Something happened to us. But I think I've watched them at home. You see, the comfort you have at home is not. I always prefer away matches than home games. Unless your team is in fantastic shape, that is why you enjoy home. As coach, if your team is averagely not in shape, you hate home.
Yeah.
You prefer away. So
you rather prefer playing away than playing at home.
And your players perform better away than playing home.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are the things. So I think it's going to be a good game, like you rightly said. Performance is going.